Oh my gosh, Jacob's running the recording at the
Oh my
beginning of
goodness,
the
hi
stream.
YouTube.
Oh my
Hi.
god.
I didn't even
Hi,
post the
Hi,
last
YouTube.
session
Oh my
because I was so
god.
embarrassed. I was like, man, I didn't even start it. It was like 30 minutes in. I'm like, fuck.
Oh my gosh, I can't
missed it.
believe
I know. I
can't
missed some
believe
pivotal
you
scenes.
posted. You did. L.
Hold on. I'm eating a premium cracker.
I love premium crackers. They're so yum.
They're my
You're
depression
a
food.
premium cracker.
That's my girl dinner, dude.
Also my girl dinner.
That is such a girl dinner right there.
Just
Cheese
that.
in a can. Canned cheese.
Nope. Just.
Oh my gosh, canned cheese? Help.
Cheese can.
I love cheese cans. Unironically. Sorry. I know it's
Oh, I love
absolutely
them
terrible.
too.
They're
But I
like the
gotta
worst
eat like
things.
so much of it before I'm like, this is too much.
It's like too
I
much
need
in
a
a
moment.
can, and here's the thing. It's like the worst thing you could ever put to your body, and I'm still like, canned cheese. It's
When I'm
exactly what
eating
you want.
canned cheese with my premium crackers, I like to have a glass of white grape juice. I feel so fancy.
Well, mine is I like it with the rice crackers. I'm so weird and bougie with my crackers. I like the oh, hold on. There's a specific brand I like because they're like sea salt and they're good. It's called Good Thins. They're so
What?
yummy. Good Thins?
Oh, good things. I thought you said foot.
Yep, Foot Thins. You're so
Foot
right.
things.
Yep, Foot Things.
I get the salty flavor from working out.
Okay. So, let me recap for all of you. Is everybody here, firstly? Should I wait a moment? Let me just do roll call
We
from
have
the top to
two
the
muted
bottom.
people.
Dion, you're here. I just heard you. Cat, you're here, right?
Cat emoted.
Cat emotes because they're a gangster. Zap's here, but he's eating, so he's being polite. Allie is here because they yap. Mimosa is here.
Hi.
Also with their demons. And
Okay.
then Ymir is also here, I imagine, in the distance somewhere.
I think he got
some
sucked up by
rogue land
rogue
away from
wave.
his dorm
Where?
or his home,
No idea where he's
whichever one it is. So as long as everybody's here, let me just start with the pre-game notes. Firstly,
Fantastic. I'm gonna classes.
thank you all for doing your inspiration. You have inspiration for this session, which just means you have a d20 roll that you can choose to be inspired upon. So if it uses a d20, you can choose to roll again. So that's all it is. And you get to use it for this session and this session only for the inspiration. However, because all of you had participated in the inspiration, you each also get a 1d6 that you can add to literally any roll at any time. This is throughout the entirety of the campaign. Maybe in real life. I don't know if it's going to help you, but you can do it. But you get this 1d6 to add to damage, to an ability score, to a d100 roll, maybe just some random dice roll that you don't feel comfortable with. But you get this 1d6 to add to, or subtract from, if you choose to try to use it in that mean or manner, to use anytime in the game. So keep track of that for yourselves, because I will only remember today until you mess with me and use it in the most heroic way possible to screw with me later. So this is your little plot twist device, in a sense. So that's the first things. Secondly, I'm happy to have everybody here. I missed you all. It's been a long week. And I hope that we can just enjoy ourselves. If any of you are in the Twitch stream, by the way, let me know if there's any audio issues or anything like that. I know that currently myself and Nim are currently dealing with Cat 4 Hurricane right now. But right now where it's off the side, we're past it now at this point, and hopefully we don't have any interference on that. So please speak up if you do have something going on. Just put it into the chat. That also helps too. If there's nothing else, though, we can get started unless any of you have anything for me. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
Jacob, what's
Oh.
your favorite color?
I actually really love the color green. Like, green is my
Me
favorite
too.
color. But it's
Oh
a
my gosh.
specific jungle green. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a crayon for it, and I can never find it anymore.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I completely understand. I get you.
It's crayon green. I don't know if I can describe it any better than that.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you, Jacob.
You're welcome. I know it was a pivotal question.
Mhm.
All right. And with that, we can begin. We return back to the tavern within Solaria. Father Cruz, you have stepped back inside to the tavern after basically witnessing something kind of traumatic outside. I'd imagine you had helped the person up. They've gotten escorted, and you kind of walked away from them after their like kind of amalgamate of like alcohol and like obvious booze on their breath. So you walk back into the tavern. The rest of your friends are basically all lined up in the bar area having their drinks. Velu and Ymir are trying their best not to make their own because of their old habits. But the town is yours for the night. I wanted to ask as well to you, Father Cruz. Do you think that you would have a home here in Solaria that you're familiar with?
Yeah, I have a house.
Yeah. So, just for the sake of purpose of that, when we come to discovering that, you'll have that narrative to share with the group what that is. I do, however, want to establish one more thing before your interception of this information. Velu, you had some downtime that had passed over the last, we'll say, week. If you wouldn't mind for me, could you please roll... Actually, you don't get to roll. Tell me something that Velu would have tried to accomplish in his travel from their original point in the Infested Sands all the way to Solaria. What is something that Velu would have want to try to do?
Explore and find some swords.
Sure.
Like katanas.
Okay. There may have been some opportunities with like local merchants or anything like that. Go ahead and just make me an investigation check. This is going to be for your time in the desert and crossing between the Infested Sands and to Solaria. I want to push that out of the way first.
13.
13. You don't find luck finding swords. However, you do come across merchants that have like regular weapons and things that they carry upon them, like scimitars and daggers. Doesn't really pique your interest too much. You find that in the middle of the desert, it's very hard to find any of these types of weapons just kind of laying out and about. However, from the local merchant that you had talked to, they made mention that Halavar and also some other local towns nearby may have what you're looking for. Solaria is one of the many places that you can stop along the way, but they just kind of put a note to you that Halavar seems to have a fine ordeal of like nice weapons. So you just get some information on the way there.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of solidifying what your efforts were leading to on that, and basically helping out one another for like identifications and things like that, and moving through the trails. But whooshing back to the bar that you guys are in, Father Cruz, you enter back into the tavern. It's not as lively as it was. It's basically your group and a couple of maybe 3 or 4 other patrons that are just here, including the workers. So it's not too late.
Cruz will just like walk in, just like take a seat and just kind of like think to himself. Does he know where this furball came from?
Yeah. I mean, you can make a history check. You would probably be familiar with somebody in your town, so a history check seems fair. With advantage, I'll give you that as well.
21.
That's pretty
And,
high.
you know, I'll guidance myself.
Sure.
Just for fun. 23.
23? the face is not from here. However, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. A furbolg can come in many different variants, as you are aware. There's like a gray and a red, and like it's the different like coatings that they have upon themselves and where they come from, pertaining to like the weather of the area, etc. This specific furbolg had like very like matted hair, like kind of like had all of it kind of slicked back, jagged like jowl, and teeth were a little bared, a little more kind of tribal in their like their demeanor. You're a lot more polished for most furbolgs. Can't say it for some reason. Say it too many times. So you would know that this specific one wasn't from here, but also you, with the 23, you get the sense that this is someone from the province. This is likely like one of the many furbolgs that own into the Dulicyan province. Furbolgs are a notarized nation almost in this area, but not any face you would have recognized. Doesn't seem to be anybody who's making like big shot calls or anything like that. So, yeah, you're pondering on this and you're kind of like detailing this in your mind. The rest of you, Ymir, you're a couple drinks in. There was a lot of cheering before. It's kind of died down a little bit. Mimosa, I'm sure you're sharing along with that as well. Carnelian, still a bit silent in the travel, but yeah, all of you guys are together. You say you guys see Father Cruz come back in.
So, you want to talk about what that was out there? Sorry, too much to drink.
I'm sorry.
Is she talking to Cruz?
Yes.
Just a bunch of ruffians.
Did they give you a hard time?
Well, they gave another member a hard time, but they left before I could get anything.
Kind of cleaning the glass in an NPC fashion, the work person kind of like leans up and looks over at you, Father Cruz. Is like, yeah, you haven't been back in a while. He kind of already slides you your usual drink, whatever that may fancy to you. And you take that. Yeah, they all rolled in like a month ago. I don't think they're gonna be
You
here
said
long.
all? How many are they?
Like maybe 12-ish. They come in rounds.
The furbolg.
Anything else causing problems?
Not just one though. There's a bunch of them. I thought they were with you, but then obviously they don't seem to. No offense to any of you who are, they're not civilized the same way. Does that make sense?
That furbolg. Has he been here long?
That one, yeah, he's been kind of in and out most of the nights. They've been coming through and staying here. They mostly travel, like, they don't stay during the day. They're only here at night. It's weird.
Cruz will, like, turn to the group.
Goes back to cleaning his glass on autopilot.
What do any of you guys know about the Old Kingdom?
Most of he's
Nothing
just
at
gonna scratch
all.
the back of his head.
Can I make a history check?
I would say all of you can make a history check.
Fantastic.
Who gets guidance? Meeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yes.
Idris
22?
will get guidance. Oh,
Yeah!
15.
I don't need it.
Actually, before you guys do your rolls, can I have all you make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay.
Except for Father Cruz and
Fine,
Velu.
Andre.
Wait, why con?
Drinking.
Just to see how far in the night you've gone.
8.
Oh,
Not me?
Carnelian hasn't been drinking, if that's what you're saying.
I was just assuming.
Oh
so, yeah.
gosh, I got a
I
nat
know at least
one.
3 of you were, so I was just.
Velu is
Hey!
not there, or what's going on?
No, Velu's not there. Velu just hasn't. You haven't stated that you were drinking yet because you were not declaring that, so I'm not making you roll for it. I only know that
okay.
Ymir, Idris, and Mimosa definitely were. Carnelian, you can also not roll the Constitution saving throw.
Carnelian hasn't been drinking.
I figured, but I was just making making assumptions. What was your 3 rolls?
That one.
8.
And then for Ymir, it's a Constitution save.
Can I bless?
For this, no, because
Well-
you would have had the bless beforehand. A 12. You succeed, Ymir. You're perfectly fine. 2 of you, though, it's getting a little dizzy. Your ability checks are going to be not at disadvantage. You are going to have a negative modifier to your roll, though. I will not tell you what that is, but you'll see what that means for you, for the sake of that. So now everybody can roll that history check now. knowing
Jokes
that.
on you. I already have a negative on history.
Well, that's gonna be great.
Okay, well, we
15.
roll.
Okay.
You know, I had,
18.
I had
The
such
most
a beautiful
against the
roll.
guidance. The most against the
10.
guidance.
10.
18.
Thank you. And yourself as well, Father Cruz, if you want to also participate in this.
All I know about the old kingdom. You know what? Sure.
If you want to learn some more as well.
I got an at 20, guys.
Or you could
You're
help
so
use that
good,
to
bro.
help one of your players as well.
Nah, I'm good.
Makes sense to me.
At 20.
Ooh, 2 of them. Congratulations to you
Oh, that's
both.
so good. And
I think it makes sense. I mean, Ymir, Velu, Carnelian, even Idris, like in your kind of hiccuping state, Mimosa is just hard. You know, it's like you hear like Old Kingdom and you're like, who gives a fuck? You know, it's just immediate like, fuck them, that, and you just go right back to your drink and just you're going to your listening mode. For Idris, it's your notoriety of the Old Kingdom just comes down to you understand that there was a time when there was just one kingdom and it split into a couple. So when they say old, they mean like the original, what existed on this continent. That's really all you know too much about. I mean, you just know that something else existed before Oracle, before Dulicyan Province, before Alusha, all these other places. That you're a little young.
I just know it was there.
Yeah, you know existed. Basically, when Father Cruz mentioned it, you're like, yeah, that thing that I should have learned about probably. But the rest of you, I want to say Carnelian and Velu, both of you at the same time kind of click, because Carnelian, you will probably have the most, like, what is it called? You're the closest person that's been in reign to what is considered the Dulicyan province. You know that it's not really a kingdom more than it is a tyranny. There's someone who has claimed the land of the south after being kicked out of Oracle. They once were the king of Oracle. Oracle became some people's republic, and the old king claimed the land to the south. All the land out there just kind of lives under the reign of that and that leadership, and it's just not great living. Most people leave if they're trying to find like prosperity or new things. Belly, you get a little more information on this. You know that King Dulicyan was the old king, and they have moved to the Dulicyan province as their quote-unquote lord of the land, like the lord of the province. He is the acclaimed ruler and also has sons and daughters and many like ages of like kin. The Furbolgs of these lands, like the old King Dulicyan was a Furbolg in his nature, and so was his wife, so was his son, daughter, everything. So there's a lot of pride in the Furbolg like trait. Ymir and Father Cruz, with your natural 20s on this roll, I think both of you kind of look at each other for a second, and like there's a glare that kind of makes you giddy all at the same time, Ymir, but there's also a glare of like familiarity and like the facial recognition from Father Cruz as well, because you know that Father Cruz is more asking about like how the bad notoriety these people are, and from being from the Makoti Desert, Ymir, you know well enough that the influence of this continent has been basically your whole life story. There's a lot of people who have gone and like just talked about the suffrage. Father Cruz, the information you share will be corrected if it's incorrect, but I think the biggest knowledge you got was that when sharing this information and asking the question, you see the recognition on your people's faces. So you get a good sense of who knows what. And also, you don't even have that much familiarity other than just what you've researched and understand from being alive so long. Your history is probably the most rich, just existing in these times. If there's anything that you wish to know right now, yourself, Father Cruz, and Ymir, tell me. Like, this is actually a moment where you can kind of unlock and ask that question to have that answer, if you wish to ask.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the king was struck down, right?
No, you are incorrect. The king was not struck down. His wife had fallen ill. And when that happens, during that time is the same time that he basically lost his ascension and gave up the kingdom of Oracle to the people's republic that it is now, of the Council of Civility. And he just left. He's still alive. Well and alive. And then Ymir.
Do we know how long
Yes.
the kingdom?
You want to know how long the province has been established, or like how long since he's been king of the Oracle?
Yeah,
Yes.
the second one.
Okay. For that, it was around King Dulicyan had stepped down from the Kingdom of Oracle in cycle 98, which is about 300 years ago. Almost exactly 300 years, like 90 years ago specifically. 91 years ago. Well, for this world cycles, but yes. 91 cycles ago. 290. I am so bad at this math, guys. So sorry. Cycle 98 was the time when he had stepped down as the king, and he was made the Lord Commander of the Dulicyan province. All within the same cycle. They call this is actually a notarized name. They call this the Empyrean era.
Let me just write that down real quick.
No worries. Father Cruz, I'll also make a mention. There's a very important moment that has happened recent to this, that you kind of have like recency on this as well. If you would like to go into detail of that, I'll just send you a message.
Yes.
I don't want to share anything by accident, and then just in case if you remember. So. Yeah, lots of information. You guys come across these pieces. I hate that, what you sent me, so I'm so mad. Thanks for that. Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, all of you get this information. It's shared. You guys share if you choose to share. But yeah, Mimosa, you're getting a little hammered.
Yeah, when Moses not paying attention, he's just gonna tap the counter. Another drink.
Another fruity, like mixed cocktail kind of comes over to you. It's a little more watered down, and you notice this.
What's the problem? There's a problem with my drink.
What's no? It's I thought you wanted. Yeah, I can. Hold on.
Remake it.
This
please.
pours more alcohol in it in front of you. It's glug, 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 glug.
Mimosa, do you want to have like a drinking competition?
Yes.
Okay, but you're already fucked and I'm not, and I think I've drank more than you.
I don't care.
Mimosa, I think you can
I
Alright.
really don't care.
put it down.
Who do we bet on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bet on me, I can win.
Anyways,
First, you want to see a
Reason-
little party trick. Just you want to see a party trick.
Yeah.
Cornelius is gonna watch over them.
Mimosa's gonna like grab Ymir and with his drink in his other hand, it just like pulled him outside.
Oh,
What are we doing?
you both go
Watch.
outside.
What is going on?
Idris is gonna follow.
I don't like
Watch.
this.
There's a follow.
Watch.
How many of you are going
What?
outside?
I'm literally just gonna
I am.
stay
Where are the
inside.
fucked up people going?
Father Cruz, Mimosa, Idris, and Ymir are all gonna flag outside.
Okay, going outside.
Bella, you staying behind?
Yep.
Okay. What to say for the sake of this for you 5 who go out? Mimosa, when you're like kind of stepping out, you're carrying Ymir. Both of you immediately look to your left and just see someone who's bleeding out on the side, right next to the to the tavern. Father Cruz, you kind of like walk out following, look over to the right. Dude's taking like a, you're not sure if it's a power nap. You spared the dying him, so he's not dying.
I healed him too.
Yeah, he's good. He's just laying there though. He's like, he hasn't gotten back up still. You kind of hear like a little bit of a.
Chris is gonna like go over to him and shake him awake. Go home.
Yeah, I can't. Ah! He's like, there's a like a
Chris
big
will
old.
bless him because he's stupid too.
You just put the hand
Mimosa,
on him.
I could walk by myself, Mimosa.
No, watch.
I'm
Watch.
getting out. I'm getting out. You whippersnapper. He just walks away.
I'm older than you.
He is. Yeah, you're right. You are older than him. Yeah.
Mimosa, he's gonna fill his mouth with his drink. And like as it's full with like the alcohol and whatever, he's gonna spew out fire like his breath weapon. Like breathe fire, and because it's alcohol, it would be blue.
A 15-foot cone of flame goes up into the air as as a full fiery breath changes its kind of viscosity and color from a normal like reddish flame to a blue. The syrup and sugar melts within the flame, and naturally, Mimosa, as a party trick you've done before, no problem doing it again. However, you do remember the residue it leaves behind on your mouth, as your mouth is basically covered in like this chalky blue like lip lining now.
He's just gonna
Did you have
smile
to
and look
pick
at
me up
them.
for this? Did you have to pick me up for this
Ooh.
though?
I don't know.
Ah.
I felt like
I
it'd
feel
be
like you could have done
faster.
this without me. No, I could walk. I'm really good at walking.
Mimosa's
Also, I
still
can make a
carrying
bigger
while having
flame.
this conversation.
I can make a bigger flame than you can.
Can you? Do
Yeah,
it. He's gonna
Wait.
drop him.
that's like easy work. Come on now.
Let me see.
I already did it during the fight.
Do it again. I didn't remember.
Well, you didn't see. You were like busy. But
Shut up, do it.
Idris,
Just do it.
Idris, you saw.
It was
I
pretty
didn't
cool.
see it. It didn't happen. I didn't see it.
No, Mimosa, you should have seen it. It was so cool.
It was like super good.
Oh, do it
Idris,
again.
you're fucked. You're sloshed. Okay, but I'm not gonna do it as strong as before, just so that I don't like crush you in the competition. But Ymir will
Just
clasp
do
his
it.
hands together and rub them really fast and blow into them, and then he will push it out, and then nothing will come out, and he'll stand there.
What was that? Where's the flame? Is it
By
invisible?
magic. Yeah, no, you didn't see it.
Unless you should just start looking around.
Well, I'm
and
not gonna do
spinning.
it again.
You didn't do that.
Are you serious? You didn't see anything?
All of you guys
You
make
didn't-
it,
No.
all of you guys make an insight check. Ymir, make a deception check.
16.
They have to roll higher than your deception, so.
23.
16.
Not one. I hated you.
As long as I beat Mimosa.
What was your roll, Ymir?
11.
11. Some of you nod, like, yeah. But Mimosa just, you're shocked. Like, you're like, you kind of double blink for a second. Like, I missed it. What the hell? Maybe I am fucked up.
It was powerful as shit, Mimosa.
Can you do it again? I need to see it a second time. Do it.
Gosh, I can't do it again. Do you know how spellcasters work? I can only do so much.
What? Why?
What do you mean? How many times can you use your breath weapon?
Yeah, you give me like 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Hour?
I need longer time to do that.
Why
You
do
have to
you
wait.
need longer time? Why can't you just wait 30
I
minutes?
I can't tell you the science. I just need to rest.
It's it's kind
I
of
mean-
it's different.
That sounds
I mean,
stupid.
Mimosa, after him doing something so spectacular, you really blame him that he needs to take time?
Yeah, I need another drink. Oh my god.
You don't
think
think
I think the drinks is why you couldn't see it.
Yeah, no,
I
you
think
should
you're
have
lying to
noticed
me.
it. It was pretty like flamboyant.
Must just walk inside.
It was so flamboyant. It was great.
I'm off the drinks,
Yeah,
guys.
you guys are having like a fun time outside. I'm gonna swap back over to Velu real quick. Well, a little bit of what was going on, kind of inside outside. Velu, was there anything that you're kind of doing within the privacy of inside the tavern? There's a couple patrons, but you're here as well.
Can I get 2 shots of vodka, please? Talking
Yeah,
to the bartender.
yeah. Kind of like comes over, just 2.
Yes,
Okay.
just 2.
Okay. Just kind of like shot glasses pour over. He pours one over, like on, hands it to you. Pours the second one, hands it over to you.
I down 1,
Tough night.
and then no.
Just celebrating.
No.
Nods his head. He's like, all right. Now looks over where your friends left and looks at you. You know.
Down's the second one.
Okay. Yeah. You want me to get?
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
grabs the shot glasses, walks away with them, puts them away. He takes.
Religious, please.
You kind of like sitting there. Are you leaving the bar area, or are you like? Leaving
Yeah, I'm leaving
the whole.
Like I'm leaving the tavern to like follow them.
There you see as soon as you like take that second shot, the tavern kind of person kind of looks at you. He's like, "Do you know Father Cruz long?"
No,
As you're kind of like you're still making your walk out. He's like, "Huh,
I do not.
okay."
Why? Do you know?
But yeah, he's been here for a long time.
Is he ancient?
I mean, he's old, I guess, and some people would say, but he's not. I don't know. I mean, kind of precedes me and my own father.
Oh, okay.
Just nice to. He has other friends. Haven't really seen him with others.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of like nods. He's like, as you're still continuing your walk out. He's like nodding. As you're walking out, you bump into everybody else who's kind of walking back in a bit. Like they're kind of outside. You kind of catch the tail end of Ymir like doing something outside, and Mimosa kind of like leading the charge, going back in the door. The door has that awkward moment where you're between it and you're trying to open it, and Mimosa's also trying to open it.
Mimosa pulls harder.
Both of you can make a strength check, I guess.
I'm not. No. As soon as he sees Mimosa, he's just gonna
that's the thing.
turn
You
right
don't-
back
the
around.
thing is, you don't see Mimosa because the door
You
doesn't
don't
have.
see?
Because there's no window on the door. You just go to the door.
Ah,
that,
Damn
yeah.
it.
So it's just strength checks. You know, you're not getting knocked around. It's just like,
Why am I rolling so bad?
and you're
But
also, and you
guidance
also,
is
and
your
also,
smash.
Mimosa has a modifier decrease right now that they have no idea about. So
1 second, please. Strength check.
you could 100% win this. Just FYI.
Not
Oh
20.
my god! I can never win.
Mimosa.
That's crazy.
You like have this moment with Ymir, and like it's like you're shocked and you're kind of like still taking it in. You're like, I need another drink. You're kind of walking in for a moment, and you go to open the door will not open. Like there's the latch of the thing. You can see the door trying to open. Velu, you're on the other side, and you like jiggle the lock, and you notice like the door, like it's not locked. It's just like jammed in the wall. You hear Mimosa like struggle like to open the door on the outside, and that's your like kind of cue. Mimosa, you pull on the door as hard as you can, and you kind of like pull it open to a point where it springs out so far the door breaks off. Velu, your strength check, you manage to keep a hold of the handle on the opposite side. You don't let go of the handle, and you're just holding the handle of the door, and Mimosa like has thrown the door off the hinges.
Oops.
Mimosa.
I don't think that was supposed
You know
to
what?
happen.
I'm gonna go get
could
another
fix-
drink.
I could fix it. Mabosa, pick it up and hold it still
Okay.
for me.
Mimosa's gonna hold it the
Ymir
wrong
will
way
mend.
About 10 minutes of
Mimo-
mending later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cruz, no, wait. Cruz, can you hold it instead? Mimosa, sit down somewhere, drink water.
I'm going inside.
You're not getting
Wait,
another.
you don't
Someone
need another
stop,
drink.
stop them from getting another. And
Mimosa's
someone
want this
walking
fucking
handle.
inside.
door.
I think I would love to
Wait.
get another.
Who's just gonna just
Idris,
chase after Mimosa?
No, neither of you can hold your liquor. It's actually
As soon
really
as
sad
Mimosa
to watch.
leaves, like not holding the door, Ymir, you're like propping a door by yourself now. and
I
trying to
cannot.
mend it at the
No,
same time.
Ymir's not even touching it. No, he's waiting till someone does it.
Cruz was holding
You
it.
need- Okay, he'll start
It just
bending it.
waddles
Do you want the
inside.
handle? Cause I'm holding the other half of the door.
Yes, we
That's
would like
just
the handle on it.
place.
So I have to stand here for 10 minutes.
Doesn't take that long.
Or you could do something and wait for that, like to do the last thing, really.
You know what? Fine.
Yeah, if you,
Cornelia, could you stop them from getting another drink?
I mean, are you guys good?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're-
They're
No,
fine.
I want more.
Okay, well,
You can't handle your liquor.
I can
So
still
no.
feel things.
Idris is gonna lightly tap on the counter. One more, please.
Ew.
they're adults. They can make their own decisions.
the
Fair
bartender
enough.
kind of like rolls another drink out for Mimosa. Same drink, definitely didn't mess it up this time. Idris hands over the same drink to you as well. Both of you, it rolls over and kind of nods like, haven't seen merriment like this in a long time. Father Cruz kind of like looking at you as you're holding the door, propping it open.
Did Cruz yell to the bartender to cut Mimosa off?
You kinda, as soon as he serves the drinks and the hand like kind of released from the drinks, Mimosa has their drink. He kind of looks over. It's like, ooh, yeah. Sorry, son.
Mimosa's gonna turn away from his drink and face another direction,
You just
drink it.
take it and just sip on it. Kind of looks over at the rest of you. It's like, yeah, he's the only one that can. Yeah.
You said you haven't seen much merriment around here. Is there a reason why?
Just all these new faces keep coming in. You know, I wasn't joking. They're here for a while. They've been here for a while. Like last cycle, it's been. Not only has it been stormy, it's also just been them. You know, they've been kind of just taking up the space.
You need me to kick them out? I can kick them out.
No. They're paying. It's just not everybody's necessarily happy.
Oh.
Also, they're kind of jerks.
I
That's it.
can kick them out.
I was about to say, are they mean to you?
No, like they pay. Like I said, they're fine. They pay. Not saying that they're not like they don't cause a ruckus. They're just kind of jerks to people. That's all. That's just
I can kick them out.
That's all.
I
Can
Some
can-
people
kill
have
them.
said. I don't know why we're
Kill?
resorting to violence in this manner. They haven't done anything as far as I'm aware. So
Sometimes I just need the reason.
We're not killing my town members. Between this and the newest one just stabbing another member, I think I'm
Yeah,
good.
what was that about? Like we
But,
walked
like-
outside and there was
He
like
was-
someone bleeding
yeah,
out.
he
What was that about?
fainting.
But Hadigan
I
gets
think he needs a
stabbed like
drink.
every cycle. Come on.
He gets stabbed every cycle.
Hey, serve me a drink.
He has a
I'll
way
give it
with
to the man
people, that's
outside.
for
I
sure.
need another drink.
Who do they get stabbed by?
Hold on.
Just some ruffian talking about
I was-
the old kingdom.
I wasn't joking, by the way. Like Hadigan is like the shit talker of this bar. So if he did make someone mad, that's not the first time that has happened. So not
Oh, so
shocked.
it was an earned stab.
It was earned, and he does earn those
Oh.
sometimes. Most of the time it's a punch, but other times.
I've punched him once.
I remember that. You were a lot younger then, though. You were still learning. That was a good time. But
You also punched him.
there's actually a little sketch on the wall about it. You guys look over, you see like an
Really?
old photo of like this dude's father, like thumbs up, and the dude's on the ground, and Mimosa's kind of like leaned over, and Father Cruz is holding him back.
Idris is
That's
gonna walk over
adorable.
and point at and go,
I get
You
told
were
that story
so
every Christmas.
little. Wow.
I'm not little anymore. It
No, you're not.
was a long time ago.
But that looked like a bad stab outside. Like,
I was still young.
do they do they stab to kill outside?
I don't know.
Regardless of if that stab was earned, they attacked him over something completely different.
You know how
Yeah.
it goes, Father
What was the
Cruz.
thing?
Whatever happens, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's just people talk. You know?
No, he was talking about the Old Kingdom, how he was the
Oh,
rightful prince. Just some
yeah. There's been a lot of
fanatic.
talk about that though. Isn't there like a isn't there the prince whatever? He's like
Well,
bad.
Well, if that man was the prince, then
Oh
see
no,
why he
no,
doesn't
no,
have
no.
a
We
kingdom.
would that
What is
wasn't
he doing out
no
here?
way. Yeah, that's definitely not him. Trust me, I've heard stories about what he does, and that's way worse than what him sitting at a bar and talking shit. So he's put whole towns aflame.
And that guy was a fur bug, right?
Yeah.
The guy that got stabbed.
Oh no.
No.
He's
Cruz, you're a
just an
furball.
old human. You know, like that's what it is.
Why did people get stabbed?
So the Furbog had been talking about how the Old Kingdom should be coming back, how Furbogs are the rightful heirs to the throne. What's the out of character? What's the guy that got stabbed name?
The guy who got stabbed,
Yeah,
Hannigan.
Hannigan. Anyway, so Hannigan was telling him how he wasn't a prince, just Hannigan being Hannigan. Furbog got mad. They started fighting. I broke them up. Furbog went outside to let out some steam. I told Hannigan to apologize. And instead of an apology taking place, he was stabbed. Hannigan getting in a tussle is nothing new, but this guy stabbed to kill and then teleported away. Where's the honor in
Did you
that?
know where he went?
No. I just got a
Yeah,
glimpse
that's
of him
kinda
as I came
shitty.
outside.
Some of these guys are Eldritch Knights. They boast about those things, like they've been ordained by their knightlyhood from the Lord Commander and blah 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 blah. They think they get free drinks and discounts here, and they don't give them to them, and that's why they get all kind of uppity. But like, you know, they don't trash the place. I hope they don't trash the place. They haven't yet.
Well, they almost killed your patron.
But you kind of like you see him kind of look outside, like it's. Look, what can I do about someone's behavior? You know, I'm not the bouncer. I've just owned this place for a long
It's
time.
not really about the behavior. It's more so like people can't say what they want or they'll get fucking murdered.
I mean, if you guys
kind of
want
intense.
to like tell people about it, then yeah, make a big like against them showing up here. But really, Solaria has never been like that. You know, we're kind of in the middle between Oracle and the province. We don't care. You know, like we don't follow like the main kingdom rules of Oracle, and also the province doesn't necessarily own us, so we're smack in the middle. And then Halavar
Oh no, I didn't want.
basically protects us the whole entire time. We have like kind of a religious thing going on, you know.
Who's just gonna just like throw the bartender a look?
Just looks at you. It's like, you know, like the
thought I thought
protection
you
from
better.
Halavar, you know. They don't care.
I don't care who cares. I just don't think it's kind of silly.
We're sure
Like I don't want to
you're-
tell on anyone.
You're
It's
silly.
just more so like that's kind of a loser thing to do. But most of right now, you're the silliest person in the room.
No, I'm not.
You are. Your
Uh-huh,
face.
no.
You got blue stuff all over.
guys
It looks
got
like my
me.
skin.
What?
You guys got me up
I'm just
late.
gonna start like
Look,
violently
is there
rubbing
anything
his
else I can
face.
serve you guys for the night? I'm not planning on opening up my tavern much longer. I mean, you guys can stay here all you want, but I'm gonna be closing like this area down. I would like to go to bed tonight.
You can just go now. I'll close up shop.
All right, you know where the keys are. Just kind of like walks from behind the bar, goes over, pats you on the shoulder. Father Cruz, like the rest of you, it's a pleasure meeting you. Sorry about what that all was. He just kind of like walks away. Father Cruz, you hear a whisper in your ear, and then he walks out.
What did he whisper?
It's just something familiar.
Oh. Chris will just shake his head at him.
Double taps on your shoulder, walks out.
Is there any snacks on the bar counter like peanuts?
Nothing left over. I mean, you could look. Just make a perception check.
Is there any more alcohol?
Nothing that's open. Everything's kind of like everything's being basically cleaned up alcohol-wise. You could go back there and open something, but is that in good taste? Is the question. If you would like to do that.
I can't get a high roll
Cru-
today. It's
Cruz
7.
will go behind the bar and do the bartending. Can you give Mimosa food?
I mean, yeah, you kind of look over. You see that there's a couple like. The desert doesn't have too much as far as like natural snacks. A lot of like salty like chips and things like that they get, and like sometimes they'll get like a traveling like popcorn, like kernels and stuff like that. So you can make some of those if you want, but they are just literal corn kernels that are just there.
He'll just toss it at Mimosa. He'll probably eat it anyways. Just say
Most
here.
will eat that anyways.
Crunch and just different like crunchiness of like eating popcorn kernels raw.
Cruz is gonna put what? 20 gold in the cash register?
Sure.
Some honorable.
But whatever you like.
Ymir's gonna go outside.
Okay.
And he'll look for the guy that was like stabbed.
Oh, just make a perception check. I'll let you know the DC for this is very low.
I don't know my. Hold on. 1. 12.
12. He's not very far. He like made it a couple steps. You see kind of a blood trail for a second as you kind of like take a couple steps, and you see like kind of to the side that he's kind of like laid down on the ground again.
We're just gonna walk over. Has it ever been this bad before? Hello? I kick him in the torso.
You see him spit up a little blood when you kick him. Yeah.
Has
What?
it ever been this bad before? Like you getting fucked up for talking shit?
Sometimes. I mean, I've been here a long time, kid.
No, I heard. You've been getting the shit kicked out of you like
They
most
just
of your
don't
life. It's pathetic.
agree with the way things are now. Can you help me up,
Who's
son?
they? No.
Okay. He just like slowly pushes himself off the ground.
Who's
Hmm?
they?
Those furball
They?
people, the ones that came in, they're all with that stuff in the south. I'll agree with that.
Mm.
They all think kings and queens and blah blah blah, but you know, who cares?
I
Shit.
mean, I guess they care.
All this is free. Like, you know, we live on the land, and they come here, and then they say, "Oh, it's gonna be like this." Like, who could agree with that? Who's to tell me how things have been for 80? See a couple little more spatters of blood. It's like, either way. Thankfully, Father Cruz was there. Otherwise, you know, that one hurt. That last one hurt. So, don't know.
Yeah, no, that seems really bad.
Oh yeah, this. He kind of lifts his hand up from his like ribs, and you just see kind of like a blood stain, like slice. Make a medicine check.
Alright. 15.
15. There's something else going on with this stab. You kind of look at the cut and wound. You see a lot of like the blade went in and out very smoothly. It's just a gashing deep hole, so of course the blood is splattering out. However, you do see something kind of like orange about it, which is weird. You don't see that color very often, and it's kind of like speckly on the side of his injury. You don't know what that is. You just notice that something's different about it. It's not like a normal like gaping wound. There's something kind of like spreading from the entry point. And he's like, once he
You're coming
reveals it
with
to
me.
you, he's like, Father Cruz told me to go home. I'm gonna go.
No, you're coming.
I don't
you're
know
coming
you. Get off of me. Get off of me.
I'm going to take you to cruise.
You can eat my shorts. I'm not
Do you
gonna
want
go
to
with
die? I think you've been.
I
poisoned.
want to go to bed. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or an intimidation. You can choose either one.
persuasion. 10.
10. He takes a step back from
Wait.
you. He's kind of like,
Do we have inspiration?
you have inspiration.
We have inspiration, right?
Everybody does.
So I can roll again.
If you choose to do so.
15.
15, better. He steps back for a second, and he's like, kind of takes a step away, kind of looks at you, he's like, you remind me a lot of myself. A lot of just blood. Fine. That's it. And he just follows you.
All right, come on.
He's slow in his walk. You're a little faster if he is, but he's walking. You return back to the bar. The rest of you who are in the bar and tavern right now, Father Cruz, you put some gold in, serving some drinks and things of that nature. Not a problem. Whatever you choose to dish out, of course. Ymir kind of like opens the mended door back open once more, and behind him is Hannigan.
Amir's gonna come in. Is there a long table around?
Sure. Yeah, there's a couple of
Like a
longer
long
tables.
table.
Enough to fit 7.
Enough for a person to lay on the
Put
table.
him on the bar.
Oh, to lay on the table? He definitely would fit on the bar. But maybe not
Okay.
the table. Just round tables and stuff like that, it wouldn't fit completely.
Alright, Ymir's gonna walk over to the bar and he's gonna start clearing it up.
Yeah.
I need you to lay on the bar.
Oh, I can't get up on that. That's big.
Okay. Also, could you help?
Stand.
Hmm? Oh,
I can help.
Mama. Does he pick him up?
Let them pick you up.
Grabs.
No, he just doesn't fight it. It's like, you've got a lot bigger.
Recruit.
Yeah,
Did
and
Hannigan
picking his
fail to
head in the
find his way
background.
home?
Yeah.
Is anyone... No. Is anyone good with medicine?
I
His
am.
wound looks wrong. There's some orange substance around it. He's gonna lift up the shirt and look at the wound.
What's that? It's like, looks over, it's like,
That-
oh, that is new, huh? If any of you want to make a
I
medicine
could
check.
possibly try, Belly would say.
Make
I'm
a
gonna
medicine
roll
check.
just to see what I get.
Yeah, if you want to. Anybody can look. It's gross.
I can't roll above a 10 today. 9.
Oh, 6.
24.
With... Yeah. Those of you who rolled lower than 20, unfortunately, you guys are not familiar with what this is. 24, however, is a substantial roll. This is something... Whatever he was stabbed with was not just a blade. Something was coated in that blade. Something was coated on it, which is... You're not sure if that's intended, or you're not sure if that was just maybe what was on it, but it's it was not rust. You're kind of you have to kind of get close and put your fingers on it for a moment, Father Cruz, to kind of get a gauge of it. This is like a psychedelic type of thing on it. As soon as you put your fingers to it, it's that numbing. There's some nature about this.
Is it
Go ahead.
is it a disease or poison?
It is a disease of some kind.
So when I heal more than 5 hit points, I cure the disease or
You're
poison.
right. You do. You look at the marking of it all. There's still residual left from the gaping wound. He's not diseased. What you're noticing is remnants of what was on the blade. You're not. I don't know if with a 24 you're not from. Maybe you are. Yeah, sure. You know what this is. This is not a rare mushroom of some kind. This is kind of a fungus that kind of derives from the ports of the Fiasco League and a little bit more south. It's a very humid slash damp mushroom, but it's known to cause seizures and known to cause panic attacks and hallucinations. There's a lot of psychedelic problems with this. So you see what was remnant on that blade. You basically you rub the outside. By the way, this is just more of a note for you. This is not he's infected. You're just seeing what was coated on the blade splattered to the side also on his skin.
How are you feeling, Hannigan?
Fine. Told me to get up. I got up. Was going home. Didn't make it. Your friend here kicked me. I got up. Here I am, laying on the bar.
You seriously need to learn to talk with people more than
About
getting
him being able to talk to people. There are people stabbing people just because they don't have the same opinion as others, and
Yeah.
poisoning them. That's fucked. That's not right. That's like
I think this is
terrible.
just a me
Like, I don't-
thing, though. You know, I think I
I don't-
get this. I have a lot.
Hannigan.
Y-
This
you,
wasn't your
poison
fault.
you-
crazy.
You lift
This
up like
person-
where the scars. You see the other stab mark scars too, Cruz. You see where they've been like kind of cured over some time. It's like, you know, it's what it is. You know, I live.
Poison.
Regardless of past altercations, Hannigan, this one was not your fault. This is a crazy fanatic.
Fuck him, right?
Cruz will just nod his head.
Am I gonna lay here the rest of the night?
Get out.
No, you could get the fuck out of here.
I don't think I can get down.
Mimosa
I'll
will
carry you
grab
home.
him. Oh, he's carrying him home? Okay.
Oh, father.
Cruz will just put like a hand on your shoulder and say thank you for bringing him.
Yeah, you just
I didn't do it for him.
I know.
you're carrying him for a moment, Father Cruz, and like you're walking. You don't know where he lives, really. I mean, you know him, but you don't know like his residence. Mostly it's the tavern where you like know him from. So you just kind of like are holding him for a second. And he kind of looks at you, and he's like,
Right.
"I could just go."
Cruz doesn't know where he lives. Doesn't Cruz know everyone?
You know everybody, but you're kind of like looking at this guy, but you know his home is kind of the bar. It's a sad person.
Cruz will set him down outside, like fix his shirt collar and stuff.
Just kind of like, am I gonna be okay?
Just stay safe.
All right. I see that guy again, though. Watch out. I
He'll
still
probably
got some
die.
Stridus on me.
Just give it to him really good.
You know I can. He looks at Mimosa, literally like looks down and looks away and just walks off. Just a weird scene. Cornelian, you're noticing like a lot of like the other patrons have already left. You guys are basically the last ones in this tavern. It's getting like pretty late at this point. We're talking maybe like midnight. A lot of travel you guys have done as well.
I think it's time we head out.
But is it not weird that people like I don't care about like righteousness, but I do care about like being able to say and do whatever I want. So it's a little weird that there's people who will hurt you just because you say things.
That happens
And, like,
everywhere.
Solaria
Yeah,
is
but
a
like
town.
poisoning's really fucked.
Solaria is a
Some
town.
people are just fucked in the head.
I will say to
Slurry-
you, Father Cruz, as well, just as FYI, this is like uncalled for as far as like a thing. Like someone trying to like poison somebody is kind of like out of the question. You know, like that's like a
Oh yeah,
it's unreasonable.
Mayor, Solaria is a town open to all. I don't agree with this method of fighting, and I tried to stop it when they were just, arguing. Can't watch everybody all the time. But I did try to track that person down after stabbing him again.
Okay, but like, what do we know about? Because it can't just be that person. Isn't there multiple fanatics? That's what he mentioned to me.
Oh, no. Hannigan just gets into tussles with some people, but this was a special case. There's no stabbings here.
He got stabbed. He showed us multiple stabs.
Maybe another altercation, but not like this. I mean, there's also sparring.
All right, I'm just saying. Seems a little like sketchy. But you've lived here longer than me.
my residents started stabbing each other, then I thought that I'd done something wrong.
Father Cruz. I would also say Ymir. Both of you are kind of being a little investigative in this. I think Carnelian as well. Can you three make investigation checks for me? Carnelian, you're keeping a keen eye. I would like to give you advantage on your investigation check as well.
Huge.
Since you've kind of been just observing, and also, this is
13.
This is something pretty detailed.
18.
Okay. And then Ymir as well. If not, for you two,
I got 21.
Jesus, all right. For you two, Father Cruz and Cornelian, you kind of get into this investigative mindset, like kind of thinking about it. Father Cruz, you're easy to push it off as like, hey, maybe this is just a one-off thing, but you do ring to your mind in investigating like what the bartender was saying, like about, hey, they're new and they've been here a while for like a cycle. So newcomers, and they've already shown kind of a bad first rep. So it doesn't sit well with you. That's really all you can gather from this. Cornelian, you've been observing a lot of this kind of like in a perspective outside of what the immediacy of it is. You detect something over where the herbal was sitting, over like where they were having drinks and stuff like that before, where they got up and like kind of left from.
Detect something there?
Yeah, you look over and you see like remnants of something back over there. You can go and investigate it more if you like, but you just see it like in that area.
Yeah.
Ymir, your investigation check actually sees Carnelian see something, and you can choose to follow him if you desire.
Cornelian will walk towards it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cornelian, your immediate approach, and Ymir, you spot it kind of more in a distance than Cornelian does. You kind of see what remains of like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like trinkets and things of that nature, or like familiar like symbols and stuff like that, but there is some paper on the table. The paper has kind of like a wanted poster on it in some way, kind of like drawn up, but the wanted poster itself is of Oracle's kingdom, and it's like a sending scroll like kind of a thing. It's been opened, it looks like, and it has the face of Prince Dulicyan on there. You see that it is a wanted like poster. It doesn't say for amount of money. It's just saying, if found in the kingdom of Oracle, please report to the designated authorities by sending scroll, or to send over to the basically to the protectors of Oracle. You guys are kind of on the outskirts of like the Oracle Kingdom, as well as when you find this poster, you see on the floor there's a trinket left behind. Ymir, you see that a little bit more than Cornelius sees what's immediately on top of the table.
Ymir will pick it up.
You pick up they look like a case. It's like a case of some sort. It's small, it's round, it looks like it'd be like screwed on, screwed off, like it's like its own, like I don't want to describe it as a Pokeball, but it kind of is. But it's like a small, like round cylinder, and it has like a top and bottom. It can be screwed on, screwed off.
Let's first see
Screw
this.
it off.
I would say, Father Cruz, you don't see this immediately. You see Ymir and Cornelian kind of looking over at a table. You don't really see what they see, though. But you two
Cornelian will
are
take a
next to each
mental
other.
note of the wanted thing and leave it there, not touching it.
And you kind of
Kinda
look over
looking
and
over.
yeah, you see Ymir.
At Ymir.
It's like a bauble or some kind. It's closed. It's wooden. You can't see through it.
I'm scared that if I release it, it's gonna let out like a poisonous spray. I'm gonna do it anyways, though.
Okay, Cornelian will back up a little bit.
Before you can back
Maybe
up
unscrews
Canary and you unscrew, it's a quick twist and pop. So this opens up. Inside, you see that there is an orange paste. You see like there is like an orange kind of liquidy like paste. It's like the same consistency of like chalk, but it like wet chalk. Same color matching of whatever it was, but it looks like this was left on the ground.
Poison. This is the poison.
What is the poison?
This,
Yeah,
what
kinda
the
full.
people have.
We're just
The poison.
carrying
The
this
thing that
around.
they used to stab the guy.
Yeah, you guys take it over and like kind of all look at it if you desire to. You see inside it's just an orange liquid. Confirming your suspicion, Father Cruz, this is 100% like a natural like disease poison. What it does is it basically grants disease to a creature and causes some pretty, I wouldn't say dire problems, but if not cured over time, it can be fatal. This one specifically, this orange one, you don't know the name for it. None of you do. Even with your 24 prior, there's no name associated to whatever this is. It seems kind of new, but it is something that's rumored about.
Is it in Idris' boats?
That's a good question.
Idris?
Can I check?
Sure. Just make an investigation check.
Guidance.
Thanks.
Let's see if Laurent has helped you.
And how much is the guidance? I'm sorry. Is that
24.
1d4, perfect. $12.
A 12.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it in your initial search. There's a lot of index here, so it could be, but in your initial look, no.
Dang.
Why would anybody even carry this around?
To hurt people that they don't particularly like to listen to.
Unless it was just planned.
To think. We just got back. We had been just a few days later.
I think with your investigation as well for all three of you, I'll allow some more information as well. It's not a handout from me, but I think it's earned. You realize that this person had something that would cause a disease, and maybe had... Father Cruz, you know no reason for this guy to get stabbed sometimes. Sometimes he just deserves it, right? But he's just an easily stabbable person.
My
Which is
talent's
unfortunate.
happy.
Yeah. This guy, however, not that great. You always got one. Everybody else is real chill. But seems to have brought out something that you were like not certain of, and what are the odds? You also get the feeling that someone may come back for this.
I think we should dispose of this.
But like, what if they come to retrieve it?
Well, then we should be on our guards to catch them.
Ymir closes the bowl back up and pockets it. I think I'll keep it for now. But so we could do stakeout?
I don't know if
Here.
they'll be back today.
What?
Take out here.
Take out in a location to find out who the people are around this area. Did somebody mention, was it mentioned that they come around at night only?
Yeah, the bartender said
Never walk out during the day? Yeah, they only come around night, never in the day. So if they're thriving at night, then we could just do a stakeout and they will eventually come back here.
I get to punch somebody?
I want to beat the shit out of them.
Okay. Where are we gonna stake out? Are we gonna do it inside or outside?
I mean, they're coming back in here, right? That's where they left it?
Yeah.
Is it easy to entry into her?
Well, if they only come at night where the bartenders see them, it means they would come when the bartender's still around. They've left for the night.
They might still think the bartender's here, the lights just are on.
Smart. So we just act as though we've... I mean, we don't even have a place to stay, right? To sleep for the night?
They have a house.
Oh.
And do they have does your house have enough beds for all of us though?
Maybe that's my house got.
How many beds does your house got?
So, I mean, I got my bed. I got Mimosa's bed.
For sure.
I have a couch.
A guest,
Maybe
maybe.
it's full. Maybe it's a futon.
Maybe it's a 2-floor. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you
2-floor
want?
house.
I would say, for the sake of purposes, you can definitely have everybody in your home comfortably.
I mean, we can all sleep in my house.
But we might miss our chance.
We'll wait here the
Chance.
night, and then if we don't see them, we'll just tell everybody to keep an eye out for them.
Okay.
I'm going to time skip you guys a little bit into the night. So some time passes as you guys kind of keep your watches and walk around. Some boredom of Velu and Carnelian, kind of like you spend some time just kind of lingering about, trying to maybe get a drink for yourself, Velu, and Carnelian just kind of, perusing about the area, investigating the tavern itself.
Does Ymir have sending?
We're level 3.
They're getting there one day. The night kind of grows about an hour, 2 hours later. Still no signs of anybody walking around very much. There's an occasional person that walks outside, looks inside. I don't know if anybody's posted at the door or anything like that. But you do see the occasional person that walks up, looks inside, sees the light on, kind of checks in. There's a crack in the door now that maybe Ymir may have missed with his mending, but he can't. Once someone tries to open the door to get and see inside more, but it's locked, so they just kind of move on. Happens once or twice, and about 2 hours pass, and you don't see any familiar verbal faces or anything like that. About 2 a.m. now.
Reaching peak boredom, Mimosa's gonna start stacking chairs and see how high I can get them.
Idris and Mimosa, I'd say if you haven't continued to drink, you have sobered up at this point.
Fantastic.
So, start stacking chairs. Putting them upside down.
Who's gonna use Hidden Step and check outside?
Yeah, you just, you guys see Father Cruz kind of, what does your Hidden Step you think look like, Father Cruz? What do people see?
I mean, I just turned invisible, so I just feel just kind of vanish. It's just but it happens when you blink. You blink and then it's just they're not there the next second.
It's a perceptive, Father Cruz was there, and you kind of turn for a second, look back, and he's gone. Yeah, where do you look? You're just gonna see if there's anybody outside stalking or anything like that?
Yep.
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
18.
18. You see trails of footsteps that have passed in the sands, over the sandstone, really. Some of them familiar, some are knocked off by the hooves of Emodrome. There's many crossing through here, but you look over towards maybe the center of the town a little bit more. You can see there are some people kind of out and about. You see that there's a pitched fire in the center, as sometimes there usually is. Some people have gathered around to just talk in their front porches in the middle of the night. Some late night people who just convene. Nothing insane yet. You could probably venture closer into the town if you'd like to keep walking.
So,
The rest of you kind of just watch Father Cruz disappear from sight.
Moses gonna shrug and go back to stacking chairs.
Make
He does that
just
sometimes.
make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Or sleight of hand. I mean, do a sleight of hand instead.
Will I get higher than 10? We'll see.
actually, before leaving,
Mhm.
Cruz is gonna
Oh
come
my
pop
gosh,
in
18.
and let them know that he's gonna check around.
Yeah, you pop back in, let people know that you're just going to take a walk. All of you hear this from Father Cruz. So,
And then I'll go explore.
if any of you want to follow, you may. The Mimosa, you got an 18. You're stacking up. You see, hopping onto the table, you see Bongo, who kind of jumps up and kind of looks at the chairs that you're stacking, and as it's getting to its point of kind of stacking on top of each other, he kind of puts a hand on it and kind of looks at you.
What?
Just kind of
You want more chairs?
just give you, if a monkey could give you an eye roll, just kind of puts the hand on it and kind of just climbs up to the top of what chairs you've already put there and sits at the top of it and just starts wobbling it.
Oh, you little bastard.
Starts kind of getting a little unstable.
Mimosa is gonna grab his warhammer and try to poke Bongo off, with the other end.
He jumps onto the warhammer, climbs down it, and just climbs on top of you, and just jumps off of you for a second, kicking off of you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. How strong is this monkey?
No, you're just
Get
trying
beat
to.
up by my
This
monkey,
isn't
bro.
for the monkey.
Oh. 6.
6. So in distraction of kicking off your back, you realize you're still holding the hammer up towards the chairs, with both of your hands. And as you turn your body, you notice you hear just kind of a wood clatter, just and you just look over, and your hammer has knocked over the chairs. You see Bongo, who's kind of walked over to Ymir and just kind of hugs Ymir.
You're a little rat. He's gonna set his hammer down and go back to stacking again.
Ymir,
Just gonna pat
Bongo
Bongo on
Bongo
the
just
head.
looks up at you with an actual really cute face and just kind of holds,
You're a genius.
nods his head.
Are there any nuts in the bar?
You can-
Cashews, peanuts?
You can take a search behind the bar if you like.
I'm gonna take a search behind the bar.
Just make an investigation check. Not hard.
I'm investigating. Checking for some nuts.
Looking for nuts.
16.
You find some nuts. There's a handful.
Yay!
You're not sure
I'm
where they're
gonna-
from, but you found them.
Yay! I'm gonna see if I can find Hoppy and to feed him some nuts.
Yeah, you just kind of hold it out for a moment, and sure enough, Hopian, who's in the upper banister of the tavern, kind of flies down. It lands on your hand. I mean, it just picks one up, picks another one up, pecks your hand a little bit.
Ouch.
So,
Watch where you peck, please.
yeah, it's just moments of passing. I'm gonna move over to Father Cruz and just see what's going on outside. So you're back outside, Father Cruz. You've walked kind of towards more of the center of the area. Some people are out. Some people make nods and waves to you actually in the middle of the night and just kind of smile and wave at you. It's all nice and joyful. You don't see where Hannigan's gone off to. You see where his trail was, but from that point it was just kind of gone. But there's some people waving, making smiles at you.
Who's away there? Tell him to stay safe. Get home.
They all nod and it's like, happy to see you.
Happy to be back.
You keep walking towards the center. There's a fire kind of lit, like in the center. Sometimes it usually is, and you go over. It's a lot of reminiscence of like lots of gatherings and things that have gone on in the town, and you're reminiscing on some things you're passing. You do kind of look over to the right though, and you do see some furbolg faces. You can make a stealth check if you like, if you don't want to be seen.
Sure. That one
That one.
for a 0.
In your walk, someone just shouts your name. Like you try to be stealth, but someone shouts, it's like, Father Cruz! And you kind of like look over, and even like the furbolg faces kind of look over at you. It kind of reveals you. Someone like takes your hand on the shoulder. It's like, good to see you back. It's so late. You're up. Usually
I know.
out by now. When'd you get back?
Oh, just last night.
It's good to see you. That's good. What a day. Night. It's been a great one. Don't you think?
Pretty good. You heard what happened to Hannigan?
No. What? He's fall asleep in the tavern again? Like, he's always living his thing, you know.
He got attacked.
Oh, that's not good. Did he go home or did someone take care of him? Then I know
I
sometimes
patched
we
him
had
up.
to carry him, you know, but like you're always
Patched
there for
him
the
up,
best
sent
of
him on
us,
the-
aren't you, Father Cruz? Bless you. Just like hold your hand, squeezes it tight. It's so good to have you with us. You know, there are some sick that are around if you are staying for a couple nights. If you
Oh,
want
really?
to. I mean, yeah, there's some who have kind of came up with some things. We're not really familiar with it, but I think you might be able to assist. We have some of them in the infirmaries and some of them staying in their homes, but if you want to check on those people, I mean...
Of course I will, but before I go out and help those people, tell me, have you seen any furbolgs that just look a tad too angry?
His eyes kind of widen at you for a moment and kind of like leans in to you, whispers something to you, which comes back. They came like a cycle ago? And leans over. They're like within a hearing distance from you, but no issues. You make an insight check.
Well, how dare they lie to me? 18.
18. He looks over like he doesn't want to be like speaking like too loud. He kind of holds the tone, like his tone goes higher. You know that's like a lie tone, and like you get this, and he's just kind of he's already shaking his head in doubt towards you.
These are like, like taking in like a headlock, like that kind of like position of like when you're like buddies with somebody.
Mhm.
Like what's in his ears, like you know better than to lie to me. It's all in good faith.
Good faith, of course. But kind of like nudges his head a little bit. I don't want to, disturb the night. It's been wonderful. I've seen you. Welcome back. It's a good day. And just like hold you back again. The group of like the other furbolgs kind of like start approaching towards your area.
I'm furbolgs here.
Like 3.
Oh,
They start walking up to you. Hey, what's going on? You don't familiar. He just kind of holds a hand out to you. Just an immediate like impression like look. Very like brown, tattered kind of like cloth on the top. They wear like something of like a Scot like skirt almost, but it's all like feathered. Their chest is kind of bare with like the sign of like leathers and things that kind of cross a cut. You see swords and scabbard on the side. You see a couple of like those similar like baubles on the right hand hip of them, a dagger as well. You see this one like holds a hand. He says, I haven't seen you before. Are you new here?
Cruzo like take out his hand and be like, I'm Father Cruz, and I actually run this place.
Oh, that's interesting. Haven't heard you before. They seem to just learn. We seem to learn new things as we stay here. Just kind of shakes your hand a little tight.
So what brings you to Solaria?
Oh, the sights, travel, things like that. Here, it's a wonderful place.
I mean, it's a little late being out,
Oh,
right now.
we all just finished our hunt, so it's all good. Everybody else is gone at this point, doing their own sleeping, what it is. But we're here.
They look like they've been hunting. They're just like have tatters.
Make I don't know what kind of check that would be, just to see kind of like what do they look messy is what you're asking? Like they look like do they have blood splatters or something like that? I guess just an investigation check.
11.
You can't really tell, and it's like you're trying to keep the eye contact and the handshake, and you're kind of like looking down and up, and kind of catches your eyes once more before you look too far. The other two individuals kind of look over. It's like, well, it's nice to see a friendly face. You haven't seen many furbolgs outside of the province, so it's nice to see. This is someone else speaking.
It's nice to meet other furbolgs.
I know it's just nice, and didn't realize that we already have some kind of ownership here. I guess like I didn't realize that we had kind of that representation that everybody so desires. See, I don't know if you follow what I'm saying.
Oh, are you perhaps friends of the furbolg that came in the other night?
I'm sorry. There's a lot of us. We have a troop of 20 right now out in Solaria, so you have to be a little more specific. You can you can remember him. You describe his like appearance and ordeal the finger. He's like, oh yeah, no idea where he went.
I actually didn't get his name before I left.
Okay, I assume that we'll just bump into him then. It's not a big deal.
But hope to see you around. But just remember, Solaria is a town about quality.
Yeah, I've been
all end up
noticing
at the
that
same
everybody's
place.
super friendly. We love that about this place.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to take advantage of anybody,
Chris will just tap them on the shoulder. It's good talk. But I best be going.
Said it was Father Cruz.
That's right.
All right. You remember that, boys? And he just kind of looks back at him. It's like they all nod. It's like, no trouble. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Good night. And it's like you kind of just walk off. You have this weird feeling in your stomach.
Where are they heading?
They haven't. They walk. They don't walk away. They kind of maintain that center area and just in communication with one another. You don't notice them leave that area. Actually, you kind of just take your step off for a moment. You can continue to walk the town if you like, but they are kind of staying within that main district area. These three. You can continue to look around for more if you like.
Cruz will just make his way to the sick, but he'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, you spent some time out. I'm going to return back over to the others for a moment. We'll say about 30 minutes has passed before you guys have heard anything from Father Cruz.
Alright, we need to get your sex bod of a dad. Is he okay? He just vanished. Does he do that normally?
Yeah.
No, Cruz said Cruz said where he was before he left.
Yeah, you told where we were going, but they decided to stay behind while you're walking off, so they're just discussing.
No, I meant the people in the bar.
Yes.
I told them I was gonna walk the town.
Yes.
Been a while. I'm missing this
Yeah, he's
face.
fine.
You sure?
I was gonna
I
say
know this town. I've lived
It's-
here most of my life.
it's not been very long, so it's not like he's been gone for hours. It's only been maybe a half hour, a little more.
A lot can happen in a few seconds, guys. We fight. We're all fighters here.
Yes, but this town is not. People don't
It's
usually
not the
fight
town
here.
that I'm worried about, it's the people who
Those
poison
furbolgs,
people.
I understand.
So are we going to check up on them, or are we just going to sit there? Because I don't even think they're going to come here at this point.
You want us to go look out for them? What if they come back here while we're gone?
You guys hear something kind of approaching the front. The door kind of rattles for a second, a little harder and a shake. You see someone kind of peer over to like the window side and kind of like peer inside. It is a full furbolg face. Kind of like looking inside. Just knock on the door.
Let's just go over and open the door.
You see one person like at the front of the door. It's like, I came here earlier, got in an altercation, I left some stuff.
You lost some stuff? Yeah, come inside.
Thank you. And just kind of like
I was
walks-
gonna close the door and just stand in front of it.
door closes. Right. Anyways, you know, walks over, nonchalant, just walks over, looks over at the table, same table that Cornelia and Ymir you're at. You all have like this kind of like uneasiness in the room. You're getting a better look at the facial features of this person, kind of like getting more of like a, what would you call a check on who they are. Lots of reds and browns, like in their facial hairs and things like that. They're not wearing shoes either. Like they're wearing like these like what would be like toeless socks almost in a way. Like they're like the full grippers are out. Just walking through the bar. You see he walks over to the table, picks up the paper off of it, kind of like rolls it up, puts it in the side pouch, and kind of like looks under the table, looks around.
Oh, sorry, were you looking for this? Ymir's gonna walk over
Yeah.
and take out the...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I was cleaning up earlier and then I noticed it. I opened it, I'm sorry, I was just trying to figure out if there was some sort of identification. This, like,
Yeah.
odd, like, liquid
You probably
inside of
shouldn't
it.
open
What is
things
this?
that don't belong to you.
Well, you probably shouldn't leave things
Very point.
in the bar
So can I have it back?
for people to grab. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, what is this?
Just some thing I use. I really don't want to get into the details of it.
I
Why not?
tasted it and I felt really, like, bad after doing it, so it, like, hurts, like, things hurt.
Yeah, you know, some people put things in their bodies and feel sick afterwards. Allergic reaction, maybe? I don't know.
Ymir's
That-
gonna grab his stomach. Ugh,
That's
no, it's feeling really
He kind of like
shitty
he kind of
for
just
a
looks at
while.
you. Make a sleight of hand check.
Cornelian just has his feet kicked up on the table, twirling his gun.
Yeah, you're like.
Can
twirling
I?
it. He doesn't
Can I
seem phased by any of you. Yeah, he sees all the weapons and guard. He doesn't seem phased.
Can I potentially cast Zone of Truth?
You want to cast a spell right now?
Maybe. Well, no, actually, void that. Forget I said that.
Okay, I was just making sure. Mimosa,
17.
you're blind. 17. Your hand kind of like goes, and you see he grows to grab the item from your hand. You like kind of like take it from underneath, and you hand it to Bongo, and Bongo just kind of runs off with it. Okay, come on. I came to grab my things.
Oh, sorry. My monkey. Oh man, my stomach. Shit.
Look,
I don't know.
You
he
should
just
probably
does
go get
whatever he
that
wants.
checked out. I don't know what you're going on. Maybe it's diarrhea. You know, it could be a lot of things. You know, who knows
It was
what
whatever
you're
I
eating out here.
tasted from your thing.
Don't.
Yeah, I don't know where he.
Because of the
That
bar,
monkey
you probably,
does whatever
you
he
sure you
wants.
haven't had a lot to drink? I mean, could be anything. You know, a combination
Hopefully
of
I'll be
multiple
fine.
things.
I think I'll be okay in the morning. I don't know, but
Look.
yeah, no, that monkey goes wherever he
You
wants.
know what? You hold on to it for me. I'll come back for it another time. That's fine. He kind of like steps away for
Okay.
a moment. And he's like, "You should get that checked out." And he kind of looks over at the rest of you, who kind of like are holding their weapons. He's like, "Yeah." Mimosa's like, "You're at the door." It's like, kind of looks over. He's like,
You want out?
Well, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go beside you to get out if you're gonna cover the door.
No, I don't think I want to move.
All right. Anybody else? No one else here?
I'm sorry. Are we making you uncomfortable?
Good. You see that there's a moment of like presence of like when he looks over at Mimosa and he kind of like touches you, Mimosa.
Oh no, I'm getting touched.
I suggest you move. He's casting suggestion on you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh shit.
Cornelian's gonna point his gun at him and ready
no.
himself.
Wait, you said what was it again?
A charisma saving throw.
Okay. I'm adding my D6.
If you
that I
should
got.
desire.
Okay, well that's just fun. 12.
Mimosa, there's a snap of a moment. Cornelia, you point the gun over and you see Mimosa kind of in the crosshairs as well, where he stands. Like he's standing like in a way where a bullet could travel and hit him like on the offside, but Mimosa is kind of like a big target behind like this person. You can move to position yourself to not get that way. However, you do notice that Mimosa kind of like nods their head. Mimosa, you kind of like shake it off for a second. You notice, you kind of blink twice before you realize you're out of the way of the door. All of you guys saw Mimosa kind of just step out of the way. It's like, again, hold on to that for me. And just walks out the door.
Yo, I'm gonna go.
No, let them go.
I did not like that.
Ugh, I felt
We
icky.
can't.
Can we go rest
Amir's
now?
gonna get up.
You,
the
Mimosa,
ground.
you kind of like shake your head for a moment and like your eye kind of like twitches for a second. There's a faint like residue of like this magic it sits on you. It's disgusting. It hits like this like tarry like swampy like smell in your mouth and taste in your mouth. It like immediately kind of like sits on the eyes like you've been like it's crusty. That's the best way to describe the spell casting that was done on you. It's just leftover residue.
Give me one good reason not to head out there and beat the shit out of them.
Because Cruz is not here. And we don't know what we're up against. We also don't really have proper proof or evidence of what they are doing, but we know it's sketchy. And I'm sure Cruz has a way of doing things that I'm going to respect because this is not my town, but it is his.
As you finish that statement, I have to return back to Father Cruz for a moment. Father Cruz, would you be heading back right now, you think? Or do you think that you're still kind of investigating a bit more?
I mean, he already talked to the people, and they give him bad vibes. And he's like, there's 20 of us, so he already knows that there's 20 people worth of bad vibes.
Mm-hmm. It's not great. As you're returning back to like the tavern to go like kind of reconvene, you notice that someone else is walking down the street, another Furbolg. This face is a lot more familiar, but it seems a little like tense. Doesn't really make any notification to you, but it does walk past you, unless you do something about it.
I'm gonna stop him.
How do you stop him? Do you just get in his way?
You know, like as he's going by, like Chris will just like grab his arm,
Okay.
or you know, like put an arm out to like stop him from going forward, like because we're facing opposite directions.
Mm-hmm. You put the hand up. He's like, yeah.
Just leaving the bar.
You're not familiar. Who are you?
I'm Cruz. I run this town.
Are you going back over there?
I was gonna go to the bar, but
It's a little late. Might be a good time
yeah,
to
I
turn in.
mean, they've been closed for a while now. So, what were you doing there?
I don't know. Must be a party going on. I saw some people in there
Hmm.
doing whatever it seems they seem to desire.
I think we should have a chat.
I agree. Let me go grab some of my friends.
No. I think you can speak for him. I talked to them earlier.
Do you get a little like into space?
Yeah. Less on myself.
He just kind of like sighs for a moment. Look, you seem like a nice furball, right? You seem like you do fine for yourself. Say you own this town. That's cute. But look, I'm gonna take some of my guys. We're gonna go over to that tavern, and we're gonna burn it down. And
Well,
the funny thing is, if I already sent a message to them, what much can you do if you're standing here? And he takes out his dagger, and he just holds it out. Just a dagger, doesn't have anything else. Now, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. You see a little orange, little coating on the side of it.
you see, I've run this town for 300 years, and I've met people just like you. We could do this the easy way. Or we could do it the hard way, like you said. I don't fear death, but do you?
And looks at you, it's like, funny you mentioned death, and just slashes his dagger at you. You both are going to engage in initiative. I'm also going to play out something for the other group as well. I'm going to have you all in the same scene. For you 5 that are in the tavern, Ymir, you're kind of like fiddling around with like the thing. Like Bongo's playing with it in his hands, to kind of like actually like kind of putting his finger in it for a second, smelling it, like investigating it a bit, and kind of looks at you and just hands it back to you very softly.
No, you keep that around your neck. Don't taste it though.
Just nods and just kind of closes the lid and puts it to the side. There's a lot of like, moment like everybody's kind of like on edge and breathing. Mimosa, you're still pissed, so you're like stomping around like full like mad child who can't go like to go anywhere. I need all of you to make a perception check.
12.
Is the orange
Not 20,
um,
24.
Holy cow.
asking if the orange thing is
Dirty
disease
20?
or poison?
It is disease.
30 20.
Ah,
Just an 11.
11. With the nat 20, Carnelian, you're the first to notice, I feel like. Belly, what did you roll?
One second.
No worries.
$15.
15. All of you guys are kind of like sitting there. I think some of you get remnants of it, but Cornelian's a snap of the fingers where you're just snuff. Something's burning. And you kind of look over and you see the door of the entry where you guys were. You're seeing kind of something flame licking underneath that door. You see like there's a torch of some kind laid down. You see a couple individuals who have ran across the other side. You see that the front of the tavern is being lit up by a torch right now.
Carnelian will point it out to everybody, and ready his gun and kind of just go to the nearest window and like jump out of it.
Just burst through the
Mimosa's gonna
window.
open the door and stomp the
Here's
fire out.
casting mage armor.
Yeah, you guys all like
Raging arrow.
start your like initiatives. Everybody is going to roll initiative once we get back from our break. We're gonna take
Oh
a
my
little
goodness.
15
I forgot about breaks.
Oh my
The one time I don't want to break.
All of you guys engage in some type of formality of combat. I don't have a tabletop simulator for this moment, but I will have a screen of kind of like the overall layout of what's
MS
going
Paint.
on.
Oh my gosh, yes, MS Paint.
I'm not using. I don't think I'm going to use MS Paint. I might use something else, but we'll see how it goes. So
Okay.
with that, you guys can take your break. 15 minutes. Come back at the top at 9-ish. 9 exactly, almost. Yeah, in 15 minutes. Top of the hour. So, whenever you guys feel like doing, silence yourselves, and I'll see you soon.
It's 9.
11.
I know.
Oh no.
Well,
I know.
Yeah.
I was holding
Yeah.
off. Hey guys, how was your breaks?
pretty good. Pretty good.
Killed like. Never mind.
You killed people? Same.
No. In game.
In game.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe.
Game.
in Minecraft.
I spent $14 on this claw machine at Denny's for a really cute plushie. I never use claw machines.
Did you
Terrible
get the
scam.
plushie?
You gonna
got
show
the-
what it looks like?
No, I'll
Oh,
You
I'll
gotta
take a
explain
picture.
for that.
I'll take a picture after the stream, but it's so cute. It's like pastel yellow, like my color exactly, and it's a little like ogre with a little horn, one eye. It's adorable. I named it Soleil. So yeah, that's just that's it.
So,
Doing some minor adjustments real quick.
Ooh, it looks like it's raining pretty heavily now.
Oh my gosh, he's
We're
gotta
thinking
get
about
swept away,
DoorDashing.
guys.
it's okay, guys. I'll step in.
Right now I'm in my friend's dorm right now, and they were waiting for D&D to end so we could like get McDonald's, but I'm like, low key, let's just like order. Like I'm looking outside, it's crazy.
Get McDonald's.
Putting a delivery driver through that is messed up, by the way.
Well, I mean,
Like
they
want-
don't have to accept it.
Exactly. Like they're the ones who accept it.
They want that button.
They want it.
I'll just tip a little extra.
Then won't do that.
Well, I'm with friends, so they will for me.
Okay.
How kind.
Okay. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've made a above VTT map. If you guys want to join to the thing, you can. However, I will be sharing it on the. And I'm going to. I guess I'll work on this other stuff later. But for now, you guys can see what's going on the map as far as where you guys are. And it's also a game log, so if you want to roll in D&D Beyond, you also may do that as well if you want your rolls to be seen. I will also roll onto this as well, so you can see my rolls public. So it also works out for you guys. If not, you don't need to. So let's go ahead and do this. First things first, I need you all to roll initiative.
Okay, Pookie.
One.
Ooh. Burn.
You by
18?
the way, if you guys roll it on your sheet, it will automatically put it in initiative order for Jacob.
That does help me, but I don't need it.
You know what? I'll use my inspiration. I got you, Jacob.
I trust you.
11.
I rolled in the thing.
Okay.
Not one or a
Oh,
3.
no.
Thank you.
Alright. The one thing you guys don't get to know
I like
through
this map.
roll, however, is my initiatives. Actually, I can roll the enemy initiatives right now. It is a group thing, except for one of them, so. Let's say we'll do the group one real quick. I think I should be able to right-click roll, right? Add to combat tracker. Combat. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at you guys. All in initiative order. Well, whoever's in. I can add people too, though. Where are you at? Mimosa, Father Cruz, Cornelian, Idris. We need Ymir. We need. Who am I missing? Father Cruz? No, you're in there.
Hey, Jacob.
There you are. What?
Good. Nothing.
Yeah, you're good. Add into your combat chart. Yeah, I don't know. Your photo never updates for some reason. I know it is, but I should probably like go back and do that again.
It is.
Let me see if I can just delete it and add it.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
But how will we know what he looks like?
Oops.
Oh my god.
You're fine. See? We're done. We're good. Easy.
Everything's fine. It's all fine.
Anyways, we'll add you to the combat tracker. We're gonna do this all official. Ymir, what was your roll again?
11.
Thank you. And then Velu had a smack 1. What was that total though? For your
Three.
initiative?
3.
Go.
Sorry, I'm eating.
See if it'll allow me to do. It won't let me do multiple. I want to roll this guy's initiative. This guy. The combat tracker. And we're just gonna roll the initiative. I believe I could just do.
I love that his name is some formal dick.
Yep, that's him. You guys don't know
Where?
his name, so I just put a name there.
I think it's accurate.
How do you see names?
Oh no, I'm just looking at the stream.
Oh yeah. Fun stuff. That's 16 plus. Yeah, 19. Holy shit. And then the brute. Oh, roll it. Forget that this is existing. 3. So we'll add let's add this 1. But they are tracking for all of them, so that's going to be 5. Alright. So, in the initiative order, first things first, we're going to resolve 2 things. First thing, there's a fire going on in your tavern, and there are some things that occurred. Carnelian, you jumped out the window? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you jump out the window. Not saying it's impossible to do. I'm just saying you gotta do it.
10.
10. You're going to take some damage on the way out.
Can I use my inspiration? 10. Alright. 11.
Sorry, buddy. You take 5 slashing damage from like the window piercing into you, and also it's not completely shattered across, so anybody else jumping through the window will have to make that dexterity save as well. But you just take 5 slashing damage from the glass shards. You also you use half your movement to get to this point. So just FYI, at the start of your turn, you do not have half your movement. The rest of you who are in here, Mimosa, you're just going to burst through the door and stomp the fire out.
Yes.
You go to touch the handle and it's very hot. I need you to... You can choose to make a dexterity save there to avoid the fire damage that will be on you. Or you can just like burst through the door and hope. What do you want to do? Since you wanted to do that prior to combat.
So the heat doesn't like count with my like fire resistance?
You'll be resistant to it, yeah. You got the choice of opening the door to see what's going on or breaking through it and maybe jumping into something you're not aware of.
You know what? I'm just gonna like kick it and then stomp the fire out.
Make a strength check. Or
Okay.
athletics check, I mean. It's more athletics.
Athletics, I got advantage on that because of working out.
That is a factor. You did your first athletics check since working out. And it immediately shows as the door, once again, reaffixed by Ymir, bursts off the hinges of flying, like, over...
This is the point.
Yeah,
What's the point of me?
just flies over the distance. I'll say it just ends up, like, over here on the ground somewhere. a good like 20 feet away. Just poof, you kick it off the hinges. The flames are licking the sides of the building, and it is burning. Like you didn't stop the fire from rising on the building. However, you do get the sense that in kicking this door down, you kicked a big part of the fire off of the immediate like start. You see someone immediately to the right of you, from where the door is, who has like still set the flame and is currently like has their hand to the ground. You see kind of like a burning hands coming from their hand as they're like casting it on the ground towards it. They see you kick through the door. So
I'm
that's,
gonna like look
yeah,
down
you just look
deathfully.
at 'em. And then to the start of initiative after that. First off, Father Cruz, you're gonna take 2 slices. Roll these in here. I'm not gonna do the modifiers. I'm just gonna roll the d20s and then add the modifiers myself. So I already added them for me. That's stupid. Does a 17 hit and does
Nope.
a 16 hit?
Nope.
Okay. The 2 slashes go wide on you. / miss. Looks up at you and just sees you kind of like moving and dodging out of the way of it. Kind of like, actually, you're wearing heavy armor, aren't you? Or the Elven Chain
Yeah.
or something? I remember, but you're
What am I
wearing
wearing?
pretty heavy armor right now. From my understanding.
Continue.
Either way, you managed to dodge out of that gracefully. There's no situation where you're having any like damage to you, and he's still engaged with you. You see, bonus action Furball goes invisible. Immediately starts to. You can't see him in the space around you. I don't think I can make it aura. Oh wait, I can do it right here. Invisible. Yeah, is invisible for the sake and purposes of being in that area. So you just kind of lose sight from his last location in that moment. From that, it goes to Idris. You're next. You are in the tavern, and you see kind of flames poking out from where Mimosa was, and Carnelian has basically burst through the window.
Well, I would love to get out. Is there any possible way I can squeeze past Mimosa?
Yeah, you gotta move like half your movement in that space just to get past them, but you have enough movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You actually just get to the extent of your movement about here or right here, but you be standing kind of in the fire here, so you can get here and out of the fire.
Okay, so let's move me there, and then to the person on the right, I would love to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Sure, absolutely. It's a saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. They have some good wisdom. We'll see where they get. A 19 on the die with some bonus there. So
Ah,
saves, but I believe they still take half of that damage.
they do. I rolled a 5, so 2.
Who's this guy? This one's number 5. Cool. So 2 damage to them. Doesn't seem too hurt. They also appear to be wearing like some like hide armor and stuff like that. They don't seem well armored, but they do seem tough. So you kind of like see that occur, and you see the eyes kind of look up at you. There's a little bit fangy face. The teeth are a little more like sharp on this one. He looks up at you and just kind of snarls at you. Anything else you wish to do?
Just for my sake, I can still do a bonus action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do. Can I do Bardic Inspiration?
Absolutely. Who are you inspiring?
I would love to inspire Carnelian.
However, tune that plucks forward towards Carnelian makes its way. Carnelian, you are inspired. Add 1d6 to your ability check, saving throw, or attack roll. You hold on to that. That's your bonus action. Your movement's expended, and your action to cast the spell is gone. So that is the end of your turn. Up next is Carnelian.
Huge.
You have reduced movement in this moment. Half of your movement is gone.
That's fine. Carnelian's gonna manifest echo right in front of the person
Awesome.
south of him.
I don't have a representation of this for some reason, so I'm just going to do this real quick. Can't make two of you. Dang. Let me just do this real quick. I'm just gonna draw it. I'm just gonna draw a little circle right here, and you want it right here. Or what you want?
Not updating for me. Let me reload. Where is this circle?
Do you want it here or here?
It would have to be here.
Gotcha. Cool. Let me do that real quick. Just draw a little here. I'm just gonna draw a little something so that way it's representative of your thing.
Okay. Carnelian's gonna take his arcane flintlock and shoot that. Well, actually, hold on.
While you're deciding on that, Father Cruz, you will be coming next.
Okay, I'm going to use yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the guy.
Shoot. Roll a hit.
Yep. Okay. 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage for that.
10 damage.
Oh yeah, that does some significant damage.
And then I'm also going to unleash Incarnation,
Okay.
which allows my thingy to attack, which will be with a dagger, which is 16 to hit.
16 also hits. Go ahead and roll the damage for that.
6 damage.
Ooh, hell yeah. 16 damage immediately. Hurts. They definitely took a while from that. They already are like kind of like engaging, looking at you, looking at this thing. You see like their hands are a bit magical. You see definitely some traces of magic from them, and they kind of look at your thing and look at you, and they're kind of like gauging what's going on. Is there anything else you wish to do? You can move half your movement, and I believe you still have a bonus. No, your bonus action was incantation.
Oh, action.
So
Action surge.
okay. Another action.
Might as well. Shoot the guy again.
You spin the gun again. Fire. You're shooting with your standard ammunition, correct?
Arcane flintlock, so it's free ammo.
Okay, yeah, it's free ammo. Okay.
24 to hit.
It's easy.
9 damage.
9 damage. Great.
Does that kill or no?
Not dead.
Not dead.
They are hurt. But they are still standing.
I'm gonna unleash Incarnation again.
Okay.
So another attack with the dagger. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
9 damage.
Oof. Yeah. What horrible fate befalls this Furbolg that didn't even get to go?
Carnelian barrel rolls out of the window, bursting with his veins kind of like glowing red as his shadowy figure of himself kind of stabs him twice, slicing him deeply as Carnelian also shoots him in his gut twice.
It's 2 shots, 2 stabs. You know, like it's an interesting scene, Idris, when you rush out and you see Carnelian, you inspire them, right? And you look over and you see Carnelian just like stares at you, doesn't even wink at you. The ear just twitches and turns right, and 2 shots fire, bang, bang, and then stab, stab happens at the same time, and the Furbolg just drops, hits the ground.
Carnelian will turn to look at the one in front of Idris and has his shadow use the rest of his movement to get as close as possible.
Great, excellent work.
That is it for me.
That's it for you, Father Cruz. You are now
Uh, who's gonna cast Shield of Faith on himself, and then he's gonna move to this guy on the left.
up. As you cast Shield of Faith, you get counterspelled immediately. Just like you go to cast and you just feel it disappear from your hands. As you kind of look in front of you, and the guy's like, "We're not done here."
I'm gonna go over to him. This one?
The guy right in front of you, yeah. This dick right here.
I'm gonna go over to him.
In casting, however, though, he does reveal his location. He's still right in front of you.
Oh, I'm attacking him then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
By the way, is Shield of Faith in action?
No, it's a bonus action.
Hell yeah. that, Jessica.
Hang on. How do I roll on this?
I saw you roll with your battle axe to hit. A 16 does not hit, unfortunately, on this guy.
Oh, but I get the plus. Oh, God damn it! If I can roll it correctly, I have the bless. I'm trying to roll the 1d4.
Oh, for blesses for attack rolls, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're still
so I
focusing
can
on
see-
bless. Yeah. Oh, wait, you cast the Shield of Faith. Isn't that concentration?
So I casted bless before the fight,
Casted bless before.
Yeah.
and then
You
I
attempted to
casted
cast
pride.
another spell, and then when that got counterspelled, that would have ended your bless in trying
Would
to
it?
cast it. But I will say it stays up because of the counterspell, because I don't like that stupid rule. So your bless stays, but
Okay.
in another world somewhere, your bless would have ended.
Okay, the hit would be 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 does hit. Very stupid rule.
9 total damage.
9 total damage. Okay. He takes the hit like a champ. He kind of like, you smack him with the battle axe. He kind of takes it with the hand and arm. You slash across his arm. It's like, that's what I'm talking about. He's like, comes right back at you. It looks like he's rearing up for some attacks.
I literally can't do anything else. That's it.
Yep, stuck with him. All right, after you is going to be Mimosa. You're kind of in the doorway. Doors out. You can just run out if you want.
I'm gonna like step out and stand in front of this furbog and just raise my hammer and slam it down.
Hit it down. Go ahead and roll a hit.
Oh my shit. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits. Roll damage.
$13.
13. 13 damage. Holy moly. Okay. This one already took a little bit of damage too. Hell yeah. Alright. Hurts. Anything else? Ymir, you'll be up next.
You know what? I'm gonna step away.
Are you gonna stay?
Actually, no. I'm gonna stay there. I'm
Yeah, stay right here.
gonna stay right there.
Okay. Ymir, it is your turn. You see that.
Is
Go ahead.
is the place is still burning, right?
Yeah, you see that the flames are kind of licking up the side of the building, just near the doorway entrance, and you don't know anywhere else so far. You just know that the doorway has flames. They're kind of like licking up the top, just near the front.
Mimosa's blocking the door.
Yeah.
Mir is gonna start walking, but before he leaves, he'll look over at Bongo. You get out of here through the window. Try not to get attacked.
We're gonna
then
imagine a
he'll-
little bongo that's here, and then just kind of like. Actually, I don't know if he exists. He might exist. Maybe a flying monkey though.
Ymir is going to clasp his hands together, and his hands will glow a silver sparkle, and it will flow down onto the floor around him. And in a quick flash, everything around him will turn into ice as he casts Frost Floor, and he'll skate past the group because he can move through creatures, and skate around tavern
Yeah.
to
Escape here.
freeze the fire.
So what's your path of travel that you want to be in? Because everywhere you go,
I don't know what I see as I leave.
As you,
I'm trying to see where.
if you wanted to go straight like past Mimosa, kind of go in their direction, you will have to go through them.
I can go through them without movement.
Mhm.
I lose no movement.
I know. I'm just saying you will go through them. That's all. So you move in
Yeah.
here. That's 20 feet. Once you get out to like where Mimosa is and out to here to like another space. I'm assuming here, so you're not like engaged with combat with anybody by accident. You kind of see a clearer vision. Someone's fallen over here at the south. They're It looks like Father Cruz is dealing with somebody over here, and there's a couple of people around.
Where's the fire?
The fire's licking up the side of the tavern here. It also looks like something started over here. I'll go ahead and mark that. Brush. Yeah, there's like a little fiery marks kind of happening right here. It also looks like there's stuff happening right here on this side. That you can only see really from this side of the tavern.
Ymir will dash on over towards the other lick of flames and start freezing them over with.
To the north or south?
He'll go north.
Are you gonna go through Idris to get there, or through anybody to get there, or are you trying to go like the wide way around?
If I'm able to just like when I got out of the door and saw the flames, just go. I'm gonna go into the enemy and just go past him, and I'll take the opportunity attack.
You don't take an opportunity attack from this point of vantage, though. If you want to stay like near this area, you can. If you're trying to go like all the way around, yes.
How much movement would it take me to
So
get
right
to
now,
the
5, 10, 15, 20, 20,
south?
30, 40, 40, 45, 50 right here.
Then I'm out of movement.
Yeah, so you're kind of stuck right there. You will take the I don't think you're going to take the opportunity attack, though. They're not
Okay.
necessarily engaged with you to like deal with you, and also your speed is at a certain distance at this point that they just kind of blink, and you're like, oh crap, where'd he go? So we're gonna go ahead and just brush
Okay.
that line from where you were. All this is considered ice at this point. All right. Is that all you would like to do for your turn?
That's my turn.
The group gets to go. With difficult terrain right here, this furball is going to attack on Idris, who had psychically done them in. They're going to do a spell. They're going to shocking grasp you, Idris. It's a
Oh.
melee attack. I'm going to roll it on here. It's going to be a 18 to hit. I need to add these bonuses. I should just do the slash roll, but it's whatever. I like seeing the dice drop. So 18 to hit for the shocking grasp.
Okay.
Damage for that. You take 5 lightning damage. And you also cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
At that point, this Furbolg is engaged with you, Mimosa, but is going to step away. You can take an opportunity attack. Mimosa, if you want to take an opportunity attack, you may.
I realized I was muted. Yeah, I'm attacking.
Okay.
80. Dirty 20.
Another one. Yeah, roll the damage.
12.
Oof. That's a big hit. They're still standing. But that hurts. Hobbling away from you. You've definitely broken ribs. They rush up and they just kind of shout out, "Get them! They're attacking!" And just shout something out. You can see like they're holding on to themselves. You see another Furbolg over here who kind of pays attention to the area and scene, and these 3 guys over here who kind of all take in notice as well. As that occurs, these 3 go to you, Father Cruz. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
It's nice
30.
knowing you guys.
Furbolg over here. 5, 10, 15. It's right here to you, Idris. I'm going to resolve this first. You're going to get a couple attacks. So the first one, do I get to edit like advantages and stuff like that? Does it do that? How do you do that? Dice notation, advantage ADV, slash d20 plus 2 ADV. No? Oh, slash R. Advantage roll to self? I didn't do it, but okay, sure. 13. Is this... That doesn't look like it rolled twice, did it?
I didn't see a roll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll the second time. Sorry about that. Ooh, that's a 19 on there, and that's plus 2. 21 to hit you. And they have to make a wisdom save. Let's do this wisdom save first. Wisdom save is it's 11 wisdom save. Actually, no. Shield of Faith never came up, so never mind. It's not a wisdom save.
Shield of Faith was a +2 AC. You're thinking of.
I'm thinking about
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Yeah, that's where my brain was at right now. So yeah, actually, it does hit. I'll roll this one as the second hit, and I'll roll the next one with the advantage. It's gonna be the next one's going to be a 13 to hit, which I think misses.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna roll the other two. The highest one's going to be 16 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, only one of them hits. They're swinging a tomahawk like axe at you from behind. That's 6. It's going to be 6 slashing damage. And that's all 3 of them gone. They're completely surrounding you. This guy over here who gets to go as well to you, Idris, is going to make one attack as well. They're holding like this club in their hand, and they just they're going to take a big wallop at you from behind.
Fantastic.
You just like kind of hear him approach. It's like, no good citizens, learn respect. And just tries to hit you on the side. Roll a hit. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Yep, it hits.
And then the damage from the club is also 1d6, I believe. It's going to be 4 damage to you.
Okay.
Yep. At the end of that, that's all of the... I believe it's all the turns. I don't see him anywhere else. All right. That's all of them. And then, Bella, you're rearing the bottom. You're inside the tower.
Yeah. Bella's gonna he's gonna run out of jump out of the window too.
Push over, jump out, make a dexterity saving throw for me, just to avoid like the glass shards.
Okay.
Also, Ymir Bongo has kind of like rushed out and is like going in this direction, just for your knowledge.
Gonna be a 14.
14.
Yep.
You do not take any slashing damage. As a matter of fact, when you jump through, the rest of the shards of the glass break, so there's no more shards available like to hurt. So you don't manage to take any damage. Looks like most of
how many more spaces can I move?
you moved half your movement to get through the window, so you're kind of like you have 10 feet left.
Can I move more to the left, please?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Yes. And then I am going to use magic missiles at a 2nd level, and I'm going to send all my fucking missiles. I don't know if I could see Father Cruz. Can I?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I'll say that you kind of rushed out before, like, they got crowded, so we'll say takes a moment. They're kind of like half covered right now.
Perception. Ha ha ha! Not one.
Not one. Can't find them. Also, Father Cruz, I forgot something. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
I did. I saved. Or I failed. I know it's for the spell.
Yes, but also this is for something else. I completely forgot about that. But this is for something else.
Oh. Want me to roll again?
Yes, please. This is for.
Okay.
I forgot something on the weapon.
Oh, I'm immune to
Mhm.
diseases.
So, the con save is just more of like a acknowledgement for you. That's it. All right. With that, no one else doing
Going
any slash. Actually, Idris, you also got hit by a slashing attack, I believe.
I did.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Actually, I completely forgot about the codings on these things.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
A 4.
All right. With a 4, you start to feel a little queasy. Like the same kind of orangey, like you see it kind of remaining on like a slice on you, and you already see your hand kind of inflaming from where you guarded. You are considered poisoned right now. Alright. And by the way, just for the record, poison just means you have disadvantage on your attack rolls and ability checks. That's all.
Perf, thanks.
Mm-hmm. You'll be able to save on your next turn. Alright. At the end of that, Belu, you cast Magic Missile on someone you can see. I'm assuming you just...
going to roll inspiration because yes, so I'm going to roll my perception check again.
Sure. Go for
Okay,
it.
thank you. Oh my god. I got 2 nat ones in a row.
Brr.
That means I'm
Aw,
just unlucky today.
Sorry, buddy.
Anyways,
Unfortunate to see it. But
yep.
you gotta send... You're wearing a Magic Missile. You're holding it kind of prepared in your hand. Where are you sending it?
Do I see the little person like not right next to Idris, but like north of Idris?
Like this one right here? Yeah, you see them.
Okay, can I attack them?
Just sending all of them like over to their direction.
Yes.
What level you cast
Yes.
that, by the way?
Level 2.
Level 2. You send them all out. Go ahead and roll the damage for all of your magic missiles.
How do I do this again? 3, 4, 44. 4, 3, 4, plus 1. 13.
13. Yeah, what happens to this person as 4 magic missiles basically rear into their injuries that have already been sustained by Mimosa? They're gonna fall.
Oh, I was talking about the person north, like north.
Little, you can hit this person as well, but you had said that you wanted to hit this person, so I'm gonna say because you already made that claim, that it's gonna fire off to this. You were asking for the creature that was north of the one next to Idris, which is right here. So, you do send off all your bolts and do knock them down, though. How do you want to do it? What happens to this creature?
They pass away. They explode.
They explode.
There you go. That's it. They explode.
Just explode on sight. Ymir, you're like turning the corner and just you look to your left and you see this creature just hit by 4 different things, and it stops for a second. There, you see like these dots just hit them, and they stop. And you don't see anything happen for a second, and you see from inside just explosions, 4 different isolated explosions in their body as they are just splattered.
And then for his bonus action, he's just gonna use Blade Song,
Yeah, use Blade Song.
and that's it.
And that's it. Top of the round again. Back to Homeboy at the top. As he's 2 and he's in front of you, Father Cruz, he's like sneers his mouth. It's like, I have enough of you. leader. We're taking over this place. And just slashes at you a couple more times with his boys kind of roughing you up around. He's getting an advantage on these attacks. First off, he's actually going to bonus action try to cast a spell first. You see he kind of looks at you for a second, and you see the hand kind of like glow a bit, and you see he points at you, and you feel kind of like these tethers of like barb kind of like go across you on your head and like across your chest and your arms. You feel kind of tethered. You're not restrained, but you feel something kind of locking into you with this person. Something's tethering between the two of you. So this is the first roll. The first one is a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
So I'll roll the second one as well. A 22 to hit.
Yeah.
The dagger is still being used. He's still only rolling d4s. The poison's not affecting you. That's on the blade, though, so that's also nice. Rolls ones on his thing. You take 6 piercing damage from both of the attacks as both of them rear up. You feel something else as well. As whatever these thorns are that are kind of attached to you, you feel like by being attacked by this person, you feel like another nudge at the end of your attack that is a little extra, like, not piercing damage, but it's a little necrotic-y. And you feel like this person just, like, kind of like sapping away a little bit of life at you. He, like, kind of, like, takes the dagger, picks it up, looks at you. He has a smile on his face. He's like, I thought tonight was going to be boring. Just laughs. The rest of it goes... Idris, you're up.
Okay, let's see here. Well, first of all, I would love to cast, because I'm like standing next to Mimosa, correct?
You are.
Fantastic. I would love to cast, or can I actually move away from him? Can I move a couple steps to the left so I can cast Thunderwave?
You want to move to, like, right here?
Oh, I've closed the Twitch stream.
It's
Hold
all
on.
good. It's all good. You move 2 spaces to the left away from Mimosa.
Just so he's out of my range and no one else is getting hit.
For a thunder wave, yes.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, and I'll cast that, please, towards the guy in front of me.
Let me know the save.
Let's see. It's a 12 cons.
12 con save. Also pretty high for that. That's a 15. 15 save?
Yes.
Okay. I think they still take half with a thunder wave. I'm not sure.
It says here, on a yeah. So a creature takes Yeah, it takes half the damage, but they aren't pushed.
Yeah.
So they take 5 damage.
Okay. Actually,
And
where are we
it's-
at right now? Okay. Okay.
And it's thunder, so there's
Thunder
that.
damage.
Then, yeah, and then I would love to do as a bonus action. Is it?
Cornelian, you'll be up next.
I'll do Mantle of Inspiration for myself and Father Cruz.
Okay. What's the range on Mantle of Inspiration?
Is it 60 at 60 feet? Is he within range?
He is in range, yep.
Perfect. I'll do that.
Cool. Mantle
So
of Inspiration.
he gains 5 temporary health points.
Nice. You get 5 temporary HP. Anything else from Idris?
I don't think I can do anything else, can I?
You can move a little bit more. You can try to get out of the range of this guy if you want, but you might take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, let's try and get out of his range without trying to trigger an opportunity.
Is there any direction you want to go? You already used 10 feet of your movement, so you more.
Can we just back up but we still face him so he can't just like sneak attack me?
Sure. You back up about 5 feet away from him. He is taking an
That's
opportunity
perfect.
attack from you.
Hmm.
You get any advantages or anything like that. By the never mind. Disregard. Yeah, it's gonna be a. We'll hit for them. I don't believe that a 9 hits. So.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Slices wide, looks at you. Actually, no, that's the guy with the club. The club misses, just hits onto the ground. So yeah, you're out of the range. You can keep moving around if you want. You move 15 feet so far. You can move the rest of your movement anywhere you wish to go.
Yeah, I'll move back towards like on the same line that Carnelian's on.
Okay, cool. So about right here.
Yep, that's perfect.
After that, Carnelian, you're up.
Okay, so this person that was right here, are they dead?
Dead. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I also
they're
wanted
over
to-
here now, but they moved.
Okay. I wanted to say that this person right here
Mm-hmm.
was meant to be killed and not unconscious, just to be clear.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay. How bloody does this person look?
Barely hurt.
Barely hurt.
They just got hurt the first time.
Okay. So my clone is also, I think, like here for my last turn.
Your clone's still by the where you left them to attack. It's right here. Well, this black piece right here is where they're at right here.
Yeah, I see. But I thought I was able to move them there.
You never moved them though.
Oh yeah, because I had half my movement gone.
Mhm.
No, actually I was able to move them there. Because I can spawn them within 15 feet of me, which that's in 15 feet. And then I wanted to use my other 15 to there.
Okay. Yeah, you can have them there for that sake.
Okay. Then I also want to move them up to here.
Yep.
Right next to Mimosa.
Right. Sorry. Like right here.
Actually right here. Probably.
Okay.
That'd be better for me.
Doing this on the fly, guys. Sorry.
It's all good.
Right here.
Yep, that works. And I'll shoot the big guy.
Shooting the big guy. You are shooting, right?
Yeah, Carnelian is shooting.
Right. You shooting.
11.
11 misses.
Okay. I will use Unleash Incarnation for my
Wait.
last time.
Does he have a plus or d6 because of the inspiration?
Oh yeah,
You
I'll
can
use that.
You can
actually.
use your D6 whenever in the campaign at all. So once you use it.
No, I mean I have inspiration from
Oh,
Idris
from
still.
Idris, yes, absolutely. You can use that on this roll if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. 15 total.
15 just misses. It's literally
Unfortunate.
one below.
Did I use my? Yeah, I did. I used my actual inspiration already. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my Unleash Incarnation.
Yeah.
And then my shadow will attack with dagger.
Roll to hit for the dagger. Father Cruz, you're up next.
Nat 1.
On the natural one, the shadow just kind of like fades itself, and just like you see. Actually, you know what, Cornelia? You tell me. What does Mimosa, Idris, Velu, all of them see from this incarnation? What reveals itself to your allies? Like what do they gleam off of, like the physical representation of it?
That it's not an exact copy of me, but it has similarities in some of the features. And I'd say, honestly, you can make it disappear on that Nat 1.
Okay. As that moment occurs, Mimosa, Idris, Velu, I would say Ymir, maybe don't catch this immediately because you're like kind of scoping the outside, but you three look at this clone, this shadowy figure that Carnelian's always had. It kind of looks disappointed. Doesn't even attack. It just looks back at Carnelian, and it has this disappointed face. And Carnelian's eyes just kind of go like sullen, wide open, and it just disappears.
I'll use the rest of my movement to. I have 15 feet left. I'll move here, in front of Idris.
You got it. You kind of like step in the way.
That's it.
That's it. Father Cruz, you're up. You're surrounded.
How hurt does the guy in front of me look?
The one that you initially engaged with?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell. He looks like he's enjoying himself. Doesn't look like he's like in pain. You hit him twice though, I believe.
That's great. I guess I'm just gonna attack him.
Yeah. You can roll to hit. A nat 20 to hit. Go ahead and roll your double damage.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
A 12. On the strike that this takes, what extra little thing goes off on your great axe? Like that shows a little bit of that paladin of you.
Just sparks.
Yeah. There's a moment of like he's smiling and enjoying himself. The axe comes across, gashes him into the leg and hip, and you just see scraping off the blood and sinew just flying off onto one of their other allies. They kind of like tear back and away, and the axe creating these like sparks into the air, like cracks across. There's like a staticky, like metallic sound that follows along with it as your eyes kind of glow for a second and then revert back to their normal selves. They kind of stare at you. Their smile turns into kind of like a grimace now and just a stare of like teeth battered and shared.
I have a question.
Yes?
If I turn invisible with hidden step, will I evoke opportunity attacks?
It will be a disadvantage to hit you. They will likely attempt to hit anything within that range if it does move. However, there's no telling if you do move. They all have to make perception checks at disadvantage. So.
I'll still go invisible.
Okay. You go invisible. Noted. You are invisible. Do you like to set visible? Alright. You are invisible. Anything else you wish to do?
No.
Alright. After Father Cruz, it is Mimosa, and then Ymir on deck.
Seeing his father surrounded, Mimosa is immediately going to rage
Just
and use all of his movement to get as close as he can.
okay. Standing in this ice right now, you do lose half of your movement for difficult terrain.
What? I forgot about that.
Not just half of your initial 5 feet, so it becomes 10 feet in this terrain. So you lose 10 feet from here, and then you continue your movement from here.
And how close can I get?
What's your maximum movement?
30.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just right here. Your bonus action's been used for your rage. You get to this point right here about 5, just not close enough to make that distance. You can use your action to dash and get there, but you wouldn't be able to attack.
Another question. Because we spent so long in the tavern just chilling, don't I have my breath weapon back? Wouldn't there be like a short rest?
I would allow
that
that to be a short rest.
Okay. Can I angle my breath in
You're gonna catch
just
Father
a way?
Cruz, unfortunately. If you're trying to hit anything in the front right here, you will hit Father Cruz. You can hit like
Can
one.
I hit like go to the side a little bit?
You will only hit one of these furbolgs to the left or right if you do so.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay, so right or left?
Which one looks more annoying?
I mean, they all kind of look
Right.
annoying. Yeah, so this guy right here is going to get hit. Go ahead and with a dexterity save, right?
Yes.
What's the dex save?
13.
Roll a nat 1. I'll say on the case of a nat 1, roll your damage and then something else will happen.
Okay. What is 86. I did not do that right. I'm just gonna do this double check. I
It's hard to do. I don't understand.
don't understand either, man. 5.
5. Okay. 5 damage. They also, with your fire breath, because of the natural 1 on their save, they're going to step away. Like catching on fire, Father Cruz, you can hit them with an opportunity attack. It won't reveal yourself. But it does, it's just a free opportunity attack if you wish to do so.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to do that opportunity attack anyways, guys. I was just a misclick.
Anyways, the fire goes off. If they're catching this fire, they take the damage. You see that Father Cruz swings wide with the battle axe, kind of slashing it around. The dust kicks up from where the sand is, where you tried to hit them at, Father Cruz, and you kind of do reveal a little bit of your location. I'm not going to say that they have advantages on anything, but they may negate some of the disadvantages they had for finding you with a perception check. Just that kicks up and shows a little bit of revealed dust in your area. So, with that, on the reaction, Mimosa, that's your breath weapon. Anything else? Oh wait, your breath weapon's a bonus action? It's an action. You're good. So that's your whole that's your whole turn. You are raged.
Yep.
Trickles of ichor go down the eyes, taking over your skin from your neck. You feel choked, and you're just feeling that rage. Up next is Ymir. You've skated across the side here. You look at the tavern as you kind of see in the distance. You now see that the whole entire tavern itself does have like different like fiery aspects kind of like flicking off from the side here. It's getting larger. You can see it from above the like above the tavern as well. You just see like the glow from the distance. You do recognize this. You don't have to do anything about it, but you do see it.
I have a question. So, Ymir's gonna stop. He notices the fire, but he also notices that Cruz was surrounded and Mos was fighting. Can I... The guy that moved 5 feet back, can this happen before he moved 5 feet back? Because why is he able to move 5 feet back?
I was just giving him the natural 1 for the movement because him moving away gave the option of an opportunity attack. So it was just more of a... It also didn't give advantage for this guy to be able to hit him on the next turn that he was able to go. So it's just more of a bonus for the natural 1 if you fail. So they do move. It's a reaction 5
really
foot
wanted
push.
to cast this.
Because I got a nat 1 on my reaction tag, couldn't we just say that he just steps back?
The step back was from his natural 1, not from yours.
No, I meant like, not like steps back like away, like steps back to his previous position.
I'll allow it.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. What you got?
All right. Ymir's gonna lift up his hand, noticing that there's a lot of people in one area, and he's gonna smirk as he takes off his bandana and open his purple eye, and he'll say, "Oh, Cinder, 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 Cinder!"
Ooh, I love it when you call my name.
You have something spicy. It's going to be crazy. Do you want to?
You can hear an eyebrow raise. Let's get started.
Okay. Just. All right. I'm going to need a surge though.
Sure. Let's do something fun. You just already feel that kind of like energy building up.
And the lines across Ymir's skin, they're white lines, they turn purple as his eye begins to glow, and he slams onto the side of the wall of the tavern as hard as he can, and it creates a crack in reality, like a crack, like an actual like crack, like as if it was glass. And then around the group of people, there's gonna be cracks, and the vision of them is gonna be like distorted because it's like glass, and as the cracks start to build up, the cracks begin to glow purple, and then a burst of flame begins to implode around that entire area as he casts Shatter. And he says, "This is gonna be really cringy, guys. I don't want to do it anymore."
Do it. Do it,
Um,
you coward.
I did it
Do it.
now. You said you didn't want to do it, and now you have to do it. You know?
Magenta series, breaching surge, monastic shatter.
There's a crack of
Was
like
it not
time
fire?
and energy and space as purple flames lick in their different locations. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the damage for that. They all have to make saving throws, yeah?
They
Constitution.
do.
Do I have to say?
No, because I centered it in a. I'm gonna center it like
They're just hitting
that
these.
doesn't like hit you
I'm
where you
assuming it
last
hits
were.
these two, right? Or these two, I guess.
No, it should be able to. It's a 10-foot radius. Is that not able to hit all?
Same it on
4?
me, it's fine.
I mean, you could hit all.
No, I don't think I.
Father Cruz is right in the middle, you know?
I think it's okay. Do it.
Like, I don't think you're gonna.
Can I
be
just
able-
not aim it a little bit behind him?
I mean, if you aim it a little bit behind him, you're only hitting one person.
All right. All right.
It's
I will hit Cruz.
It's up to you.
Do I roll the save?
You will roll the save, yeah.
What do I roll to save?
Constitution, I believe. for
Let me use my
shatter.
dice.
Yeah. Yeah, con saving throw 3d8.
16 save?
Oh wow.
No. Okay.
Oh no, wait, I think 16 should save. I was just saying oh wow to the damage, so that I rolled 2 8s. Yeah, 16 saves.
Okay, yeah. I'd be fucking
I
dead.
can hear myself speak.
8, 15, 1, and 7. So only one saves. I'm gonna say big guy saves, and these three guys just fucking like take whatever it is.
Half of the damage will be fire damage, and half of the damage will be thunder damage. And that is 19 damage.
Ooh, ouchie. And reduced to 10 for the enemy, and reduced to 9 for you, Father Cruz. The shattering and breaking of the fire and electricity that cracks the same way that it does when you reach your hand to the wall of the tavern. You see the splitting surges of like fire that resonate on every single one of these people, except for the first individual who kind of like looks back at you, sees that kind of power, like kind of turns their head for a second and just interest. Looks back at your friend and is like, "Oh, you really want to save them, don't you?" The ones right here, they're like crackling in blue flame. They are burning right now, as according to the surge itself. You hear from inside your head to Ymir, and it's like, "It's so tasty. I can taste all the flames. It's just getting me so worked up." And you see kind of like the flames of the magenta blue brighter on these people as they start screaming now. Just it's like they immediately start screaming around Father Cruz as the flames flicker harder and brighter. They're all gonna immediately take their 1d4 fire damage.
You just see Ymir like snickering and laughing.
Hurts. They're all hurt. They're not down, but they are in pain. As they are basically like a flame of blue flames. Father Cruz, you feel the resistance of whatever this powerful thing was. You felt as though this might have done you in.
Oh yeah.
As you kind of like sit there, and you kind of feel like that like resistance pull. You and this other individual, this other furbolg, stare face to face. It's like he's just kind of like raising his hands. It's like, let's do this. Shake it off! And they kind of shouts it out at his men as they go.
I still have my turn.
You do still have your turn. You cast your spell, yes, and you get to move. By the way,
I'm just
your
gonna
crossbow
continue.
ends, by the way.
Ymir. Why?
Oh, Shatter's not concentration. My bad. Disregard.
Yeah, Ymir's gonna go back to skating. He'll just put his hands behind his back and like just
Not that. But
off
where are you trying
on the
to go?
tavern. Just around the tavern to take out the flames.
You basically make a little path here. You go 5, 10, 15, 20,
45
25,
feet of
30,
movement.
35, 40, 45 to here. Yep. Managing to kind of fill this whole like area with ice and kind of clearing up the flames a bit. You are making work on this to make sure that the flames do die out. You do see the steam rising from where you're believing this ice path. It is working.
Cool.
Yep.
My turn.
It's your turn. After that, the furbolgs kind of like shaping themselves up. You see this guy from behind looks over at what's going on over here, shrugs it, and is going to rush over towards Mimosa. He's going to leave off an attack on you from behind. Oh, I'm supposed to be rolling in here. It's going to be a 14 to hit for you, Mimosa.
I just hits.
It's just a d6. Nothing too crazy. That's a 6 bludgeoning damage, reduced to half to 3 for you. Doesn't really have any bonus actions they wish to do. They do have their invisible thing that they haven't done yet. Sure, why not? You go invisible. The rest of these furbolg who are kind of surrounding, you're still invisible right now, Father Cruz, and the fire and shocking is still there. I'm going to have... you should make a perception check. I'm going to start with the big guy first, to just get his perception check out of the way. With your passive stuff, that does beat. But the note on here is for these three. These guys have disadvantage, so take the best of these two. Or the worst of these two, I mean. You missed a nat 20. But a 10 probably... No, it doesn't succeed. Missed 2 nat 20s. Missed 3 nat... What the hell? Anyways... the other two, see, this guy does not see. He is too caught up in the flames, so he's not going to make any attacks. But these two are. This guy can't do anything. He was just making sure he can still see you for the advantages. So these two get to attack you. So here comes the first attack. If this is another nat 20, guys, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
That's a 17 to hit, which does not with your 18 AC.
Thank God.
And then the next one. 9. Didn't even roll. Yeah, both attacks miss, go wide. It's also a disadvantage because you are invisible. So I'm going to roll the disadvantage on that as well, just to make sure there's no nat ones. Yeah. Didn't matter. Those guys are done. It's only 4 people left. Velu, you're up. Bongo's going to fly. Kind of come over here.
He's gonna walk forward.
You go about 20 feet.
Sure.
I'm just letting you know where you're going.
I'm just waiting for your stream to like continue, because it's a little bit behind. I guess I'm going to attack. I'm gonna use magic missile again at level 1. And I'm going to attack the the person south of Father Cruz.
Okay, yeah. No need to roll a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay. That's 3d. Oh. Bless. Gosh. 8.
8. Okay. Still up.
And then he is going to walk forward a little bit more.
That's 30 feet.
Hold on. Can you go 5 more feet?
Nope. You're at wait, you got 35 feet of movement? You're a blade song.
Actually at 40.
That's right. You can go right here if you want.
No. I just want 5 feet because
you
I don't
move-
want to be in the
Yeah,
range.
you move 5
in
feet.
range of. And then as his bonus action, he's gonna cast not cast. Never mind. That's it.
Okay. You're here and you're present. Your blade song is active, and you are currently moving forward towards the scene. As your
Yes.
turn ends, the next turn, this guy who is engaged with you, Father Cruz, kind of like looks at you, looks behind at this angry barbarian, looks over at like he just got hit with the magic missiles, and looks over. It's like, all of you are weak. Should have brought the better men. And you see he the face that was like smiling, enjoying the combat, has grown like a different face of like disgust. As you see, kind of looking at the other 3 who are on fire, it's like, make yourselves useful and kick this one to the dirt when you're done. You see that the hand goes down onto the ground. Again, a silver line peers from the bottom of the ground upwards as a dimension door is cast in front of you, Father Cruz. And he just looks at you, he's like, I'll be back. And he disappears from sight.
I can't do anything. No reaction.
It's a teleport. Unless you have some counterspell.
No.
Steps away. The end of that turn. Next up on the initiative is Idris.
Finally, it's my turn.
Push his glasses
Okay.
up.
Okay, so I would love to kind of approach more towards where Father Cruz is, but I have 2 things I'd like to do. So one thing I'd like to do is, in passing to Cardelian, I would like to cast Heroism.
Okay.
What does that do?
It's a willing teacher you touch is imbued with bravery, so until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your casting spell's ability modifier at the start of each of its turn. So you get
So
more
how
hit
many-
points.
How many hit points do I get?
2 more.
Huge.
I would love to move 30 feet towards Father Cruz, so he's like within range of me, so I can cast
25, 30. Get to right here.
I would love to cast Healing Word as one of my bonus actions.
That is... Heroism's a leveled spell, yeah?
Mhm.
You-
Heroism, or
Yeah, you
sorry,
can't,
go ahead.
you can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn. You can do
It says here that Healing Word is one of my bonus actions.
Yes, because Healing Word is a bonus action spell.
Oh, okay.
But it is a leveled spell in the sense you cannot cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn. You can cast a cantrip as a bonus action, or an action, and then a bonus action spell, but you cannot cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn. I know.
Is it possible for me to cast Vicious Mockery again?
Vicious
It's a
Mockery is a
cantrip of mine?
cantrip. Yeah, you can do that. That's a
Perfect.
bonus action, yeah.
I would love to cast it towards one of the.
If you look at the most hurt one, the one on the right's not feeling too great.
Let's do the one on the right.
Yeah, you cast Vicious Mockery. You save for that.
Yes, it's a wisdom save. It's always wisdom 12.
Wisdom. They save from the wisdom. They got good wisdom. That's a 8, 7. Whoa, sorry, +2. Crazy. 19.
That's okay, because they still take half of my damage.
Oh, they're dead. They they had 8 hit points, and like they took the majority. So you just got them. What happens to this person
Goodbye.
that's basically on fire and also like just sad? Like what do you say to them to make them just eradicate in their space?
Your mother never loved you.
Immediately, a tear drops from the eye, and the flame. They just let the flame take them. Just the purple magenta flame just covers them. They just fall to the ground. They just no will to live. Their mother never loved them. Yeah. Anything else in your turn?
Oh, by the way, am I taking any kind of damage from the poison?
No. You can
Okay.
you can make a Constitution save throw.
Sure.
To try to save from it.
I got a nat 1.
So here's the thing.
Unfortunate.
Inspiration?
Well, kind of, not really, but here's the thing about that. There was only one other saving throw for this. Like, you only had one chance afterwards, so we're going to talk about what that does. So, fun.
Yippee!
Yeah. After that, Idris, it is Cornelius's turn. Who is just full brood. You see
5,
someone
10,
engaging
15,
behind
20,
them.
25, 30. Bawling.
Oh, yeah, you moved
Step right in
yourself.
front again.
Again. Like, if there was a cape, you'd flow a cape in front of yourself.
I'm gonna shoot this person.
Oh, yeah. Hit him.
24.
Oof. Hits.
10 damage.
How do you want to do it for them? They're also really damaged. The fire is like flicking on them as well. They're trying to like snuff it out in their arms and legs. Father Cruz is still invisible. You don't see him, so you're assuming that they're all just standing here, but they're like, engaged to the center point. So you shoot this person. What happens with the purple magenta flames? They're like kind of going across them.
I'm gonna run up, kind of like right in front of Idris, seeing that this person is focused, kind of head turned away, focused on the center point, and kind of just shoot a bullet just through their head.
It's an
The drop.
interesting scene because Veli, you're like stepping up to go help and everything like that. You see Idris kind of pop forward and cast Vicious Mockery. Their hand is sticking out, like because they have to like somatic opponent for the spell for the verbal component, and like they're like using their instrument. And immediately, kind of like shoulder to shoulder, back to back, you see Carnelian like peek their way. Idris and Carnelian are back to back while the gun's pointed, and the hand is also on the opposite side, where it's like both of you kind of like your hands are like back palm touching a little bit as the gun fires and shoots through the head of the person on the left, and they just fall. They have a cool like duo pose moment.
That's it for me.
Yeah, there's a thunder crack somewhere, somewhere in the world. All right. After that, for Carnelian, is Father Cruz. There's just one person behind you. You are invisible.
Cruz is gonna attack him.
You reveal yourself from your invisibility, making your strikes. You can have an advantage on this first strike from being invisible and surprising. They're also just like, they're busy right now.
19.
How do I get rid of this condition? Anyways, I can't get rid of it. Whatever.
There we go. Look at that.
I fixed it. Anyways. Yeah, they hit.
6.
Cool. 6. They're still up there. They're hurt, but they're hurting.
Literally can't do anything else.
They're like standing like face to face with you, and you're kind of like staring at them, and like staring at you. And these like kind of like, they see like purple flames are still licking on the sides of them as they're like in pain, but they're looking at you, and they're like looking down at their like people who are next to them. They're just looking up at you. They're holding like a short sword in their hand.
Disgusting.
Can't get that invisible to go off. Anyways, yeah, is that all you wish to do?
Yep.
Okay. Mimosa, you're up. There's someone behind you.
Nice. Mimosa doesn't care. He's gonna run forwards anyways. They get to Poppy Cruise.
An opportunity attack from behind. This is not the club, however. Oh, I need to roll anything. $15 to hit. Actually, no, sorry, 14. I added just +2, so 14 to hit.
That hits.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. $14.
14 saves. You felt this like surge of like kind of like sting and inflaming like something from behind. You take 6 damage reduced to half, so just 3 damage.
Alright.
Yeah, and you continue.
Mimosa is gonna keep on moving forward and like push past Cruz, and just in his anger, he's gonna bite down onto Furbolg's face.
Yeah.
Using a form of beast bite.
You can get next to Cruise. You can't really occupy a space unless you're trying to. I mean, you can make a contested like roll for that space or anything like that.
Nah, I'll just go around him.
Yeah, you go
No,
around
I can just. I mean, if you want to do the contested, I'll just lose automatically. Because I'm not gonna fight it.
I just don't want you to get an opportunity attack by accident for being pushed out of the way, Father Cruz.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't want that.
But yeah, you kind of like, I'm gonna say you lurk over to the side and there's like a shadowy like wisp of something that comes from you, this ichor of like black. You bite down. Go ahead and make the bite attack. I'm assuming you're using your bite attack from your path.
Yes.
Yeah. So
12.
12 12 to hit.
Yes.
That misses. The bite goes a little wide as the person who's on fire, the fire that's on this person kind of freaks out that little bit of rage that's inside of you, that brightness, and it just, you shadow away for a moment, missing and biting to the side.
That's all I can really do.
This person revealed himself too. Alright, at the end of your turn is Ymir's turn. Ymir, you're doing a...
Ymir's just gonna...
Yep. You're noticing the flames are dying down, and the last flickers of flames are kind of coming from the opposite corner of the tavern. Make a perception check as well.
Okay. My computer... Okay. Nat 1
You're busy.
for 2.
Yeah, you're busy. Yeah, so you keep on going around the tavern, or do you want to do anything else? After Ymir will be...
Alright, yeah, no, he's just...
I think
Yeah,
you're
he'll
cutting
just... Yeah, I am. Just do a dash around the tavern.
out. Okay. You can get like... Basically, you can get the rest of the way, I believe, with a dash. So... 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. You're at 45 feet of movement, right?
So yeah, it'd be 90.
Yeah, so this is you can make the whole entire loop. Yeah, you make the whole loop. This whole thing kind of covers up in ice and you cool down the building. You see the steam kind of rising. The tavern hasn't the flames haven't licked up the sides enough to where your ice basically cools it to the point where origins of these fires started have now ended, and the flames that are there's just smoke now coming from the tavern. There's no longer any active flame.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the end of your ice skating rink around as you maintain your concentration on this. Bongo, who rushes up after that, select on him. He kind of like rushes up here next to you, and he kind of looks and he just points in a direction. He points south.
Ymir will get ready to follow that direction.
Yeah, he just points south and just kind of like jumps up and down, points south. That's it. After that, it's going to be this last Furbolg's turn. I'm going to roll something here. I'm going to roll a D100 here. If it's lower than 50, they're going to try to run. If it's higher than 50, they're going to fight this out. It's a 70. They're fighting it out. So this Furbolg is going to strike at you again, Father Cruz. Oh, roll on here. With a 5, that does not hit on any type of modifier. So they just go wide again. They burn again from the flame. And I think, Ymir, you come back and wrap around the tavern. You see your flame ignite from the distance, and you can tell, like, there's a surge that's happening. From the distance, you see Father Cruz. You see what blade that's about to strike and hit Father Cruz, but the flame ignites on their hand, covering them from their palm of their hand to their elbow, to their shoulder, until it engulfs them all the way down to their chest, to their neck, and they burst into flame. They fall to the ground, taking the last bit of fire damage needed to knock them out.
Fuck yeah.
Just they incinerate. This guy who's here, he's gonna fight it out. He kind of looks like around at what's going on. He sees like all you guys are there. He kind of like takes a step back for a moment. He puts his hands. He kind of like has the club, has a dagger in his hand. Kind of like looks at all of you. Make a check here. Fighting it out, but that was not a good roll for him. I think he rushes. Yeah, I think he rushes. I don't know. I think he rushes Idris. He just gets into it. Idris, he rushes into you and he's gonna attack you. He's making 2 attacks. And he's going wild. The club and the dagger.
Oh boy.
That one does not hit though with a 8 to hit. And his light weapon attack. 19 to hit.
Mhm.
This is the dagger. That's going to be 5 damage to you. And I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. Actually, no, you don't need to roll this one because it just happens now. Okay, that's it.
Fantastic.
Yep. He just kind of like lets off this last attack, and he kind of like looks up, and he looks over at you, Velu, who your turn is next, and he's like directly engaged with you. He just like snarls at you, and he's like has this face. He's like, "What are you gonna do, pretty boy?"
You're so fucking annoying. And immediately he's gonna spawn his little shadow blade. He's gonna lift up his hand. This little shadow foams out of his hand, and a blade starts to form, and it's like black and purple. And that's his bonus action, by the way. And he's gonna attack with the shadow blade.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna try to knock him out. If
we'll see how much
possible.
damage you do.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Okay, 1 second, please. I think I have to roll. It's. Fuck. How the fuck do I. This. 1 second, please. It's gonna be a 15.
15 hits.
Yay. Okay. Is it nighttime?
It is.
Okay, never mind. I won't roll. I already hit the mid. 2d8. 9.
9. They're still up.
Fuck.
Hurt, but up.
I guess that's it.
Yep. The blade.
Can't do anything
the blade
else.
strikes true. Idris, you take this one other slash again. Again, another cut with these orange like marks that kind of just immediately like, kind of soaking into the body a bit. You see the snicker of a laugh who kind of looks at you like and just nods, and immediately there's a shadowy blade comes from behind, slashes across the back of this creature, and just like off the side as he spits out like whatever like sinew comes out. At the end of that, you're next.
Oh, can I say something
What do you
while
want?
I'm like,
Yeah, what do you want to say?
so I cut him up, right? I look at him straight in the eye, and I'm like, "Does that feel good, bitch? Does that feel good?" And then I yell like really, really loud. I'm like, "Keep this one alive!"
Yeah,
Because I'm
absolutely.
gonna do some nasty things to him.
No, what?
Aw,
What?
Chris is a cross.
He called me pretty boy. We ain't about that.
Idris, it's your turn.
Yeah, we're not about that. I'm the pretty one.
Are you
Exactly. Wait, what?
Let's be real here. Come on now.
He has like a slash on the back. He can't even respond, right?
Let's see here. What would I like to do? You know what? Let's do some hand to hand. I would love to pull up my rapier,
Mm-hmm.
and I would love to stab him.
Just stab him. Yeah, roll to hit.
Just stab him. I'd love to just stab him.
Can I just stab this guy?
Can I just stab this guy, Your Honor? Oh, I can't stab this guy, Your Honor.
You can't stab him. Like with even taking like a sword to the back. There's a moment where like a flicker of like dodging comes out. He sees the rapier, and you can tell that you're not as trained with a rapier. And he takes his dagger and blocks it, just like kind of knocking it to the side. And he just like smiles. Like
I would love to do a bonus action of Daunting Roar then.
Yes, love it.
So they must. Let's see here. Your Honor, it doesn't hit. I'm rolling so shit today.
Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep, it's a 12.
12
12 to-
save. 19 on the die. You just kind of let out a menacing meow a little bit, and it's like,
enough. Good
for,
enough.
for a moment you're just kind of like looking up, and it's like, oh, little kitty lost their voice. As you try to roar, you do feel your throat scratch. You feel like that's like hoarseness in your throat.
I need some water.
All right.
Don't talk to Idris like that, little ugly fuck.
Cardinal, it's your turn.
All right. Carnelian will. For those who are who's nearby, Carnelian.
Idris and Belu.
I'll give a little secret while I do this action. Carnelian is going to pull a dagger from his boot, which is the same dagger that his shadow uses, and go to strike this guy.
Yeah, roll to hit. You guys see kind of Carnelian like doesn't even like lean down to grab the
23.
dagger. He like kicks his leg behind, the dagger flies up into his hand, and he like goes to stab. 23 hits.
Okay. 6 damage.
6 damage. How do you want to do it? He did not. He had 3 hit points left. He was low.
Stab his eye.
Remembering that Vilu said not to kill, Cornelian will roll his eyes and then run up to the side of him, kind of embedding the dagger into his gut and pulling it across to his spine. From his belly button to his spine, cutting him open.
So, I don't know if that's going to keep him alive or not, but that definitely doesn't seem to fit the bag of that. But as the dagger goes across the side,
He'll have a little bit to
you
live.
spill guts out for a moment. He drops to a knee and he holds it kind of all together in his hands and he's like looking up at you. You can't do anything else, and you have like a last moment to like do something before he like falls unconscious.
You said he's on his knees?
Yeah, he's like on his knees holding his guts together.
I'm gonna put my foot on his chest and kick him onto his back.
And just falls unconscious.
Okay.
That's the end of combat.
You do know that what you just did was not what I specified, but you know what?
He's not dead.
I'm happy that you kind of didn't kill him, so it all works out.
Let's go to Ymir. Ymir, you look immediately to the south where Bongo was pointing at. You see that there's a group or a horde coming of like people from the town. Just FYI. Oh, yeah. Just FYI.
Ymir, you're muted.
Yeah, it's all good. But that's what you see from Bongo pointing over. Just sees like a group of like citizens rushing over with like pitchforks and everything. They're like running like angry mob style over to help. Little late, but it's also like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Rushing over. Father Cruz severely injured. Mimosa, there's dead like burning bodies all around. You're still raging. You can recall that rage if you desire.
Yeah.
Okay. You do so.
Is Cruz not invisible anymore?
Yeah, Cruz isn't invisible anymore. Cruz popped out of invisibility basically. Like they basically popped out of invisibility now.
Mimosa immediately darts over. Are you okay?
You see like staticky like purple flames on them. You see stab marks, like bludgeons, like a bunch of hits.
I'm holding it together.
People are like
I
rushing.
should have run over sooner.
Hey, guy, you're just in time. But what about you? You took some punches.
I'm fine. Nothing. Just little scratches.
Cruz is gonna heal Mimosa for 5.
Idris, Carnelian, and Ovelo.
I could use some healing.
You guys are sitting, like, standing up top above somebody, like, who's, like, currently, like, unconscious on the ground, holding themselves together. Ymir, you're still focusing on your frostwalk, so you don't have any, like, your movement is still with such grace. On the sand, too, you're watching, like, the sand kind of turn to, like, ice-grade crystals. It's basically snow when you're gliding across it. And Bongo's, like, kind of on your shoulder, holding on.
Oh yeah, Bongo is pointing back south.
Yeah. You all look over and see like a group of like citizens rushing over to come over, like some of them holding pitchforks, torches, whatever. There's a mob like rushing over. It's like, we're come to help, and like they see it's all been taken care of.
A little bit too late.
Well, the Cruz, like a lot of people just rush past all the rest of you, not even caring. There's like 10 or 12 people that rush over to crowd Mimosa and Father Cruz. Like you feel people like kind of like holding on and supporting. There's some people like bringing you like wet like towel on your face and like wiping off some of the blood marks and stuff like that. Father Cruz.
Cruz will like look down at the bodies at him. Consider bringing them back for half a second, but instead of doing that, he'll just kind of kick him over.
Well,
as you kick him over, they're just moved. You still have like these purple flames still licking up on you. Father Chris for a second. You feel the little singes. It's not burning to hurt you, but it still is like it's like something that's just residual and like kind of sticks to you, and you can't really get it off. And like even when your arm like tries to wipe it off, it still feels as though like it still flickers on you. You've seen flames like this before, but actually you haven't seen flames like this before. I lied. This is the first time you've seen something like this.
Are we out of initiative?
Yeah, you're out of initiative. Yeah, this is all over.
Okay. Seeing all the people that are starting to rush in and whatnot, Cornelius will put his hood up and hide away.
Sure, make a stealth check.
Cool.
Velu also
26.
seen. Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
You're good.
What were you saying, Bella?
Velu also seen the crowd coming in. He's gonna like cast Volt on the person trying to hold his cut to try to stabilize him.
Okay. Make a percentile roll.
How do I do that?
1d100.
1d100.
Mm-hmm.
Roll d100. 45. That means I don't succeed.
Not. It doesn't stabilize him. He is stable already. You just gotta just shock him. You just like kind of hear the like another shock, just to make sure he's still good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
It's a little extra something.
with the amount of people also coming in, he's also gonna like walk away. Well, not walk away, more like get away from the crowd.
Yeah. You look behind you and you see the tavern's fully encoded in like ice, and like there's actual shards like creeping up the side of the tavern, protecting it from burning. All of you guys kind of look over and see like Ymir's basically sweating from like skating around the entirety of the tavern, like in the sprint, and they're kind of like pointing behind with the mobs coming. Mob shows up, covering everything. There's a pause as everything kind of gathers back together. We're gonna go ahead and like elaborate on some of the things that you guys are trying to do in this scenario. Everybody's gonna be taken care of course, but Father Cruz, you are being like crowded and like people are like checking on you, make sure they're caring for you. Some people one person holds a potion up to you and just like holds it to you. Take this.
Cruz will just like wave his hand down. No, I could be saved for something more important.
He's such a just like he holds it down, looks at Mimosa and just like hands it to you, Mimosa.
Mimosa's gonna shake his head and push his way through the crowd.
Yeah,
Wait. Before Mimosa leaves, Cruz is gonna give him the pocket card to use to
A
take
what?
everybody back. The pocket card to use to take everybody back home. Like, get the guy loaded up.
Okay. Mimosa's gonna walk over to the alive, almost not alive body.
That guy.
How many cuts did Idris take from that like poison dagger?
A couple. You took one. You took two from one other Furbolg, and then you took one from this one that you just got knocked down from. So, you feel something resting, but you don't know what that is yet. You do feel sluggish and poisoned though at this time.
Facts.
Your ability checks, attacks, all that.
And Cruz have the
She's-
townspeople hear Idris.
I'd say with the crowd that's kind of surrounding you to get over there, it's not hard, but it would take you some time, and it's also like middle of the night, and you guys are about to break the point of exhaustion if you guys don't rest.
She's gonna kind of sit on the floor.
Yeah, a lot of sweat. People were fighting. Not everybody
Not
got
doing
involved,
that.
but there was a spar as everything kind of settles in that time. There's not much else you guys can do. I would say, Father Cruz, if you want to make a medicine check, you may.
Yeah.
I would say, like in passing of the night, at one point you check on Idris with a
She's
Yeah.
probably alive.
with a natural one on your
Maybe.
roll. You fail to spot even like the orange left behind from the potential poison that may have been on the dagger. You don't even see that. Idris, you are sweating. Your throat's like kind of like clenching up a little bit. You're not like falling unconscious. You just feel that heaviness. and everything just
Is
went
everybody
really
o-
hard.
Is everybody okay?
I am fine. Well, let's just gotta
Does
spring the
anyone
card
need
out.
anything? Cruz, did I accidentally hit you back there?
Is that what that was?
You see little purple flames
Yeah.
still lingering.
I guess I did ask for you to show me it. That was really impressive.
Yeah,
That
no.
was really something.
Are you still burning? Is it done?
I think it's mainly my clothes that are burning.
Can I insight check to make sure it's not?
I mean,
It's actually Arcana check.
It's Arcana, yeah. It wouldn't be insight. Just a magical get to know you.
Guidance.
This laptop is so laggy and it's weird because I keep hearing myself.
Might be me though.
13.
13.
Oh wait, guidance? What's guidance?
24.
Okay, 16.
16 gained you some insight to this, like, you know how your magic works. However, the surge that was applied by Cinder, however, is what you're kind of really gleaming off here. Cinder didn't hold back on some of this. Like, you can tell that there was some fun kind of pressed into that, and you can see that some of that residually remains, like, kind of flickering off on Father Cruz. They're not hurting anymore, they're not taking damage, but you do see that the flames are still lingering even after the battle has commenced and ended.
Are you sure you're not in pain?
I'm good.
Okay. And then how about everybody else? They had poison, so I don't know. I didn't take any damage.
Interest is just sweating with her head in her hands.
Do you, Idris?
Hmm.
Do you need anything?
Is someone talking? I can't really focus.
Oh shit.
Go home.
You guys
Did you
kind
get
of
hit by the orange?
you guys kind of rush all around, like, just in checking them. I would say, like, in the effort of all of you guys checking, you do see there's a lot of slices and cuts on them. And as Father Cruz, you kind of miss the glance in the first iteration of it. You do notice that something deeper is set in as the veins that are now around those cuts have kind of, like, glown with orangey, like, appeal. They're not glowing, but the veins are a lot more prominent than they were. And you also see that Idris is, like, sweating through their fur. Their faces sullen. The eyes are a little like weak. Something going on.
Ymir's gonna cast Lesser Restoration, but he doesn't know if that's gonna work. He's just gonna try.
Sure. You put the hand out. You remove the poisoned effect. That's done. However, there is still something, like, disease-wise going on here that is a little bit greater than a lesser restoration. So
That's all I could do. I
you
can't
do
do
remove the
anything
poison
else.
condition, though. However, you no longer have disadvantage on your attacks and your ability checks for now.
Yay!
But you might die, so.
That
What?
sucks.
Jesus Christ.
Idris, if you can
Ymir-
last in the morning, we can fix you up.
You said last into the morning. Okay.
I mean, now we have a super icy tavern to go into
Kinda look
and
over
sleep
like,
at.
all the broken shards of the window, the door flied off the front, the ice surrounding it. By the way, I think about 10 minutes passes, and the ice just kind of, like, goes away at this point. They can
Yeah,
shard,
it just like
it shards up
Yeah.
and then just disappears.
I stopped the tavern from burning, so it's like sleepy time.
A bunch of people, like, thanking
Oh,
you
we-
and going around, and, like, it's all nice. But Father Cruz, you can't help but shake that feeling of, like, what he said out of your mind. It's like, I'll be back.
the problem deal within the morning.
And as you say those moments, the night grows a little bit deeper. I would say that, Father Cruz, would you lead these people, like your friends, into your home?
Without a doubt. No, I'm joking. Yes.
Without a doubt, if you pay me. Um, the home itself is nice. You can describe it if you wish, but it does it will appeal for the night stay of your friends.
So it's just standard house, you know, you got like a living room, you know, kitchen, you know, just something that you see like the suburbs.
Any memories in here that you think that anybody would gleam off of, like the place that you keep nearby, or is it kind of just cookie cutter? Everything is exactly as you moved in.
Probably looks like a little, you know, worse for wear because mimosa. You know, there's probably like dozens of pictures of just mimosa on the wall.
Oh yeah.
Pride and joy.
Minor illusions copied over to sketches. Sketches turned to paintings. Like over 300 years of life will get you exactly what you need to remember those thoughts and memories. And sure enough, on the walls you see ordained those similar pictures you saw in the tavern. You see other pictures on the walls representing those moments in your life, and everybody kind of sees that history on the walls a bit.
See, you know, his brothers, parents, but they don't see his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So
Idris.
you're single. Nice. Good to know.
Amir, shut up. Idris, would you like to sleep in my bed? You look ill.
Whatever. I'm just.
The sweatiness and the throat stuff, that's still there, even after the poison condition's over. But yeah, you go to rest. I'm gonna say, for the sake of this, everybody goes and takes their rest at this point. But I do want to finish with Idris real quick.
I like to say Carnelian will try to watch over Idris
Sure, you can do this.
a bit.
I'll say
Okay.
if you're staying awake and kind of watching over Idris, you're crossing your arms and you some memories kind of flood in your mind of similar moments, kind of staring.
Everybody's coming to my room.
Yeah, everybody's full slobber, sleeping. You guys traveled today, by the way. You guys actually went 8 hours of travel and then also got here and then stayed up until 4 a.m. It's exhausting. And then fought. Carnelian, you're taking even your eyes are heavy from the day, but you can't help but watch your friend, and it's sad, but it's also you're looking at the individual marks and you see obviously no poison effect is happening, but you do see it just is tossing and turning in their sleep, it's uncomfortable, whatever this is.
Okay.
And I'll say for the
Not much.
Yeah, you can't do very much. You just watch, and then all of a sudden, I think at some point, Carnelian will probably just take the note and just go to bed themselves, maybe.
Yeah. Is Idris in the Mimosa's room
They're in
then?
Moses'
Yes.
room,
I would say for Mimosa's room, there would also be a Father Cruz size chair in there that Carnelian can sleep on if he wanted to.
yeah. Just a
Oh
chair.
yeah. For sure.
Mimosa
A
will
full
bring him a
story
blanket.
time chair, yeah.
Oh, that's really nice, actually.
Yeah, we'll sleep at the foot of Idris's bed.
Yeah. Curled up, and Bongo is with you at the same.
Seeing that there's no more room left in the room for him, he'll just go outside and sleep on the couch.
Yep.
With the light turned on.
Should all stay in the room with her.
There's no room in here.
It's not a big room.
There's not enough.
This is maybe a 15 by 15 foot room, and 10 of those feet are the bed. So
Where's Velu at?
Velu, where would Velu be? You think actually, just in the house? Where do you want them to be?
We're also in the bathtub.
No.
Velu can have Cruz's bed. He'll sleep on a chair. Probably in the living room.
All right.
Mimosa and Cruz sleeping in the living room.
That's crazy. Yeah, you guys sleep in the living room. Lights on. Velu find some rest.
Beep.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do this real quick. Idris.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
Well, you know. Little beat up.
Your sleep is fine. However, the dreams you have are a bit intense. For some moments, you are still stuck in that fight that you just encountered, and some moments you're stuck in other fights that you've encountered all in your past. A lot of just breathing heavily and a lot of like strain. Your movement and your sleep reflects that as well, as you're basically just fighting to sleep. It's hard, and most of your night's going to be tossing and turning. You're not going to gain exhaustion. You are going to long rest. However, you are not able to regain hit points until whatever this is gone on your own. You can get like healed and stuff like that. You just cannot naturally recover your hit dice right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever damage you are at, you will stay, and then until somebody heals you, or if you do take damage, etc. So you feel as though you're just not feeling any better. You feel like you're just being attacked in your sleep all the time. By the way,
Okay.
just like a psycho
Oh, great.
analyzation as well.
Perfect.
But like in that tossing and turning, is there anything that it just like dreams about? You think like that's super intense for them?
She probably dreams of her mentor
A lot of
and
training.
one of the last conversations, that they had together.
Yeah. And as that memory falls to sleep, and everybody has eventually fallen to their rest, that is the end of the session.
Wow.
W battle. I loved it.
That was fun.
Real.
Oh yeah, you did
I was so
so
scared
much.
we're to lose the tavern.
The
Real tears would have been
Worry.
left.
all of you guys are now level 4,
Ooh.
crossing
Fire.
the milestone.
Oh,
Yay!
HP.
Okay.
We gotta roll our HP, guys.
And that's what I was just about to say. You guys can all roll your HP right now if you so desire.
I
Do I
forgot
use
what
my con?
roll
Do I
is.
plus my con? Or no?
It should be added automatically when you're doing your like manual HP in D&D Beyond. So just roll the D whatever. And then
Okay.
What's sorcerer hit dice?
I believe sorcerer's D8.
Huge.
Fire.
And then fighter's D10. Wizard's
Ah.
D6. Remember, if you roll a 1, you get to reroll.
I rolled the wrong thing. The D6.
What was that about rolling a 1?
If you roll a run, you get to reroll. If you
Oh,
roll
thank God.
run again, you take half.
Okay.
I consider that a lucky break.
All right, there we go.
And then all
Wait,
the rest of
my-
it's up to you. So
Thanks.
you guys.
I have
get-
a. F-
Go ahead.
do I go to override HP or what?
You should be able to go into your character.
Oh, I'm silly. Hold on. I need to hit level 4 first.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, but
go ahead.
that's not working. I'm trying to change my HP, and my normal HP was 31.
Mhm.
You just look at it. You're looking at stream.
No, it's not. It's not. When I go to override HP, it lowers my HP.
So
Not click override. Click roll.
yeah, whatever your rolled HP is.
Where?
So
Click my stream.
I can't change that. It's fixed.
let me help you with that. Go to. This is going to be a lesson for anybody using D&D Beyond for doing manual enrolled. So take a listen in here. If you're doing your character and you go to edit your character, the first page of whenever you edit your character.
Manual.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then when you set manual, you will go over to where your HP is on basically, I think it's the 4th tab where you're doing your levels in your class. At the top right, you'll see your HP. You click on that, and then you add your rolled HP. So whatever you just rolled, you just add that value to your total. So from what it was before, which was 40, I believe. No, it's 45 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. And then it automatically adds your
Good.
Constitution, so you don't have to worry about it.
Dude. Oh, I have so many things to look at actually.
For you
Oh,
spellcasters, make sure you take on those new spells. And for you, this is an ASI as well. So there are feats. Look at your feats. Don't look at your actual feat, but look at the feats. Look at the ability score increases, whatever you so desire. As far as for a couple of you, you guys kind of have paths you're trying to cross into. Also take those in consideration. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to me, and I'll help you out as much as I can. So,
Jacob, do you remember which one we talked about though that I should go? I forget which one that is.
I'll talk about it with you offline. I'm actually going to stop recording.
Okay.